Western, can Southern spring the upset here on homecoming? Left foot pop-up kickoff. They kick it away from the return man, and up man has it at the 18 to the 20, makes a move in his jersey tackle. With help at the 23.
Number 9, Matt McAdams on the return.
SIU's defensive back.
The tackle made by 28, Yemi Akasani.
In its own territory at the 23-yard line.
That was a short kick. It looked like Western was going to have perhaps much better field position than that, Mike.
Sure did, and they
the
have
result of the
Reggie Gray,
return places the ball at the Western Illinois 23-yard line. It's first and 10,
about a 10 to 15 mile an hour wind.
It is quarterback for Western Illinois, number 12, Russ McNutt.
26. The game
22, Travis Glassford on the carry.
At the line. Then got
tackle
some help
made by
late
97,
Mark
Mark
Phillip on the defensive line. Eric Egan was there, so is Brandon Walker. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7, and we're just underway on homecoming at McAndrew Stadium. Western Illinois is 4-0, beating Drake, Western Kentucky, Northern Illinois, and Sam Houston State. Sam Houston last week on Western's homecoming, 41-13. Wideouts to either side, running backs are split. Tight end is upright on the left side. Southern with a 4-man front, 4 linebackers. Back to throw Mickna all day to throw now. Pressure breaks down, got away from Williams. 2-hand pass to Glassford at the 28. Fumbled it, got it back. Fumbled it again, got it back at the 32.
Pass complete to 22, Travis Glassford.
Williams came within an inch.
Fumble on the play,
but
Glassford recovers.
First pass attempt.
Williams didn't get him, but the good thing
Tackle
is SIU showing some ability to chase him around here early. Kind of made for a little push pass.
3 yards on the play.
Fumble, but they're going to be short of the first down.
It's 3rd down and 1. Southern, as almost always, has 5 defensive backs in.
The ball on the Western Illinois 32-yard line.
2 tight ends now for Western.
1,
Running backs are in an eye. Both tight ends are upright. There's the snap. It's Glassford off left side. He runs to the 33-second effort. It's awful close to a first down. Among the first to hit him was Royal Whitaker, who's really come on strong the last 2 weeks, the freshman linebacker.
By 34,
one of 12
Royal
true
Whitaker.
freshmen playing for Southern. It's a first down and not much more than by the length of the football. We're just underway. Winds blowing out of the north at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. SIU, which hasn't beaten Western Illinois since Ronald Reagan was president in 1983, scoreless at home with the Leathernecks now. We have an injured player, and it might be Glassford. He hasn't gotten up, but the Western trainers are on the scene, and Ed Thompson, the veteran Salukis trainers, within 5 yards of the injured Western player in case they need his help. An injured Western player, and it is Glassford. They just rolled him over, and his jersey number becomes visible to us. And Glassford is hurt on the game's 3rd play. He's averaging 4.5 yards per carry. He has 433 yards in 4 ball games this season, and he's injured on the game's 3rd play. So they attend to the injured Western Illinois running back. Gives us a chance to tell you about today's referees, the Gateway Conference crew. Today's referees brought to you by Harbaugh's Cafe. The easiest call you'll make this weekend is breakfast or lunch at Harbaugh's on the south end of the Strip, Carbondale. William Etzler is the referee. Gladson's on his feet, but he'll have to be helped to the sideline. He cannot put any pressure on his right leg. Wes Fritz, Urban Bond, Gary Barrett, Mark Rayer, Rick Holmes, Martin Burr round out the officiating crew. The referee is brought to you by Harbaugh's Cafe. The easiest call you'll make this weekend is breakfast or lunch at Harbaugh's Cafe in the south end of the Strip, Carbondale. That is a huge loss for Western on the game's 3rd play.
Sometimes when you see a guy get up like that, he'll get a few steps with some help, Mike, and then get his wherewithal and be able to put a little bit of weight on it, but he could put nothing at all on that leg.
His backup is from Arizona, Shigo Cummings, John. He's the tailback. Wide receivers to either side. They pitch it to Cummings, John, trying to go left. Southern has pursuit. He got away, reverses the field. Got a big block from the quarterback to the 35. Stumbles to the 38. Fumbled the football. Southern's Phillips says it has it. Let's see if the officials agree. Or did the ground cause the fumble?
Brought down by 97, Mark
Southern
Phillips.
had the football, but the ball belongs to Western Illinois. All the flow went left. And Cummings, John, was hemmed in. He reversed field to the near side of the field, and Mickna threw a great block.
And for the 2nd time in a row, Lionel Williams is back in their backfield in a hurry, and he upset that entire play.
Southern's looking for big things from him at that left defensive end spot. 2nd down, 5 yards to go. No score opening 3 minutes of the ball game at McAndrews Stadium. What a beautiful day. 2 receivers left. Play action, Mickna to throw. Everyone's out in a pattern. He has pressure. He is hit. Gets away. 2-hand pass missed. That's the second time he's thrown a 2-hand pass. He missed the tailback on that one. And it's 3rd down and 5. Southern's getting some pressure here on the talented quarterback, Russ Mickna.
Yeah, they don't go out there saying, okay, we're going to try the 2-hand pass. That's happened twice because Southern is doing a great job
defending for Southern Illinois.
Beating the line, getting back in the backfield here in this first series.
So Southern off to a good start.
Result of the incompletion.
Cummings John is on his 6th year of eligibility. Was a defensive back. He's from Mesa, Arizona. Got a special exemption on the 6th year. He's in there with Glassford out. Back to throw Mickna. Everyone out, rolling left. He's going to keep it, and he's going to run for a first down to the 45 off the left end of the 47-yard line.
The quarterback
he held it up long enough that Southern's defensive secondary had to freeze, and it gave him just enough time to run for 6 yards and a first down. So Western Illinois is now 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions in this game. And for the year, WIU connects on 41% of its 3rd down opportunities. Eric Egan calls Southern's next defensive set, the veteran linebacker from Kentucky.
From their own 47-yard line.
Wideouts go to either side. They put a fullback back in the ball game in front of Cummings John at tailback. Waiting to snap, it's Mickna, handoff to Cummings John. Quick hitter to the 50, Saluki 45, down to the 41-yard line. Boy, there's a huge hole on the left side. Justin George and Alexis Moreland in on the tackle. Moreland preseason All-Gateway Conference is Southern's leading tackler, and it's almost 2-1 over the number 2 tackler, linebacker Jeff Jones. That's an example that Southern has a ways to go defensively. 2 of its top 4 tacklers are defensive backs. And Moreland clearly the leader, and he's coming from a safety spot.
From the Saluki 41-yard line.
They have a wide receiver to the left side, Terrence Hall. They have a wide receiver to the right side, Stacy Coleman, their leading receiver. Tight end again is upright on the right side. Running backs in an eye, and it's Cummings John, who's hit at the ankles and brought down at the 41-yard line by Royal Whitaker. Whitaker's been in on a couple of hits so far.
34, Royal Whitaker.
And it's 2nd down and long for Western Illinois. The McDonald's Magic 95.1 honorary captains today are from Pinckneyville and Dongola. Rachel Phillips from Pinckneyville and Jonathan Cobble from Dongola.
2nd and 8
Rachel
for Western
is 9,
Illinois.
Jonathan's 11.
From the Southern Illinois 39-yard line.
Bright yellow T-shirts on the Saluki sideline, standing at about the 15-yard line. They registered at participating McDonald's. Their names were drawn. They're the McDonald's Magic 95.1 honorary captains today. Pro eye set for Western. Play action blitzes on. They picked it up. He has time. He throws a post pattern deep, and it's incomplete. It could have been intercepted by Antoine Jackson.
Pass incomplete.
They gave
Chris
Gadsden some help on the intended receiver on a good post pattern. So they had good coverage and sniffed out that play nicely.
Good coverage, and I think the quarterback was hit right as he released it. He really didn't get a lot on that football. Southern nearly came away with an interception.
Egan came on a blitz and just got blasted right before he got to Mickna. Otherwise, Eric would have had a sack. All right, let's see if the Dogs can shut it down on 3rd down and 9 here and force their All-American candidate punter to try to hammer one out inside the 10.
39-yard line.
Receivers go to either side. Running backs are split. It's a pro set for Western. 3rd down and 9. Southern blitzes. Back to throw Mickna. He has time. Floats in near sideline. Man's wide open at the 15. Caught him. He's to the 10. Makes a move to the 5 and is headed for the end zone for a touchdown on 3rd and 9. Southern with a breakdown in the secondary. And the mistake cost the Salukis 6 points. The pass to R.J. Luke is 39 yards, and Western Illinois has the lead 6-0.
He was so wide open, he had to just really kind of loft it out
on the field for the Leathernecks.
He had to wait for the ball to come down. No Saluki back in the area, and Western gets the quick lead.
So mistakes hurt the Salukis on their first defensive setup today, and Western scores on its first possession. And here's Langen on the extra point, Justin Langen from Elk Grove. Low snap. They get to be a ball up, though, and the kick is up, and it is good. It was a ground ball snap.
Is good, and
Langen still nailed it with ease. He's a good one. It's 7-0 Western
Illinois
at McAndrews Stadium.
Southern Illinois, nothing.
Hi, I'm Daryl Phillips with Century 21. I'm a residential real estate specialist working with buyers and sellers in all of Southern Illinois. As a full-time realtor and having lived in Southern Illinois all my life, I know the local real estate market. So if your plans include buying or selling a home, call
the following are winners of the 2002 Southern Illinois University Carbondale Homecoming Parade, where this year's team was Saluki Luau. For bands Class B, 3rd place, Sparta
What were you
Lincoln
expecting
Middle
to pay for a
School.
new SUV? $20,000,
Second place
$30,000,
in band class C,
$40,000? Not at iCauto.
DuQuoin
You
Middle
can drive
School.
home in a new 2002
And
Kia
first
Sportage
place
priced
for
at only
band class C,
$13,995. How?
Benton
We are
Middle
Southern
School.
Illinois' #1 import dealer and with
Congratulations
huge customer cashback
all
offers
these
on all
bands in
2002
Class C,
Kias. Price
this year's
couldn't be any
winners in
better.
the
All new Kias come with the
2002 Southern Illinois
industry-leading
University
long-haul
Carbondale
warranty. 10 years or
Homecoming
100,000
Parade.
miles.
See Ike Auto Park for all the details. 2 miles east of University Mall in Carbondale.
And remember, you don't have the right price till you have Ike's price.
It didn't take long, did it, for Western Illinois, 8th ranked in the country, to score. Scored on its first possession.
No, it was kind of a strange drive because Southern did some things decently.
On the field to kick off for the Leathernecks, number 83, Mike
chasing the quarterback around, but the end result is a 10-play, 77-yard drive, and Western goes
back
ahead
deep for
7-0.
Southern Illinois, 99,
It's been kind of
Lamont
typical of Southern's
Potter.
defense this season. It plays in spurts. It has good plays, and then all of a sudden it comes apart. There's the kickoff. It's 9 yards deep. And
22, Corey
stays
Payne,
home.
also back deep.
And the ball comes out to the
Down
20-yard
the
line, and that's where
kickoff
Joel
in the end
Sambursky
zone,
and company
resulting
will
in a
go.
touchback where the
First and
Salukis
10,
will
and Matt
take over
Anderson will
possession
start
from their
again
own 20-yard
for a
line.
third straight week at that tackle spot in place of the injured Bryce Schaefer.
Southern has some issues in that defensive backfield. They're very young back there. There's some guys hurt, Mike, but we saw a couple of times against Eastern Michigan. Now the first
20-yard
score
line.
here,
First
there's
and
not a
10
Salukis
Salukis.
defender within 10 yards of
On
the
the field,
receiver.
a quarterback for
Wide
Southern
receiver to the
Illinois,
left
number
side,
12,
Courtney Abbott.
Joel
Southern starts
Sambursky.
2 tights. And they're both on the left side. Running back Cernanai. And on a toss play, it is Muhammad Abdul-Qadir. They have 2 there. He misses 1 and gets dropped for a yard loss off right
Abdul-Qadir
end.
on the carry.
Western has 3 All-American candidates
Down
on
by
the
1,
defensive
Jason
side
McWilliams, and
of the
32,
football.
Cornell Middlebrook.
Led by Lee Russell, their leading tackler, and he was in on that play. And it is a loss of about a half
gain on
yard
the
and
play.
second down and long for
Gives
SIU.
Southern Illinois a
as the
second and
Salukis
10
get out
from their own 20-yard
of
line.
their 2 tight formation, taking Rashid out, and they take the fullback Bucky out of there too. Spread the formation. 3 receivers go to the left side. Muhammad Abdul-Qadir is alongside Joel Sambursky, second and long. Here's Joel to throw out a shotgun. Comebacker caught by Allen at the 30, runs to the 31, and has a first down.
89, Kellen
A
Allen.
quick catch to Kellen Allen. He keeps getting better every week, and Kellen
Tackle was
Allen
made
picks
by
up his 8th
31,
reception of the
Lyle
young
Irish,
season. He missed the
number
first 2
11.
games due to
But
injury.
not before enough
So
yardage for
Sambursky,
another
who's yet to throw an
Salukis
interception
first
this
down.
year, is now 28 for 49.
The ball
He's
on the
completed
Southern Illinois
56% of his
31-yard
passes.
line.
His
First
efficiency
and 10
rating is just
Salukis.
under 179. He led the league for the last couple of weeks in passing efficiency. Pro eye set now for Southern, and they fake to the fullback, and Sambursky keeps it off left into the 35 to the 36-yard line. Kill and company want to use a little more triple option here today
31, Lyle Irish on the
and
tackle.
exploit Sambursky's running ability. They really want a good game out of the fullback spot today to take some of the heat off Abdul-Qadir, who's run for just under 562 yards the last 2 weeks combined, including
6 yards on the play.
the second best
and
number
4,
in Saluki
Southern
history,
Illinois from their own
312 last week
37-yard
at Eastern
line.
Michigan. Brandon Robinson is the fullback. It's second down. Southern Illinois trails 7-0. A wing on the right side. Joel might be changing or calling the play at the line. Western showing blitz. Does. Toss play. Abdul-Qadir got a block. 35 to the 40. 45-yard sideline. 50 out of the ball.
Abdul-Qadir on the carry.
Nicely. Gene, if this was Eastern Michigan, he'd taken that
Forced
baby
out
to
of
the
bounds
house.
by
But Western Illinois runs so much better than Eastern Michigan. They got to Muhammad Abdul-Qadir.
But not
Still
before
a
enough
very
yardage
effective
for
play, and
another
Southern has a first
Salukis
down.
first
A
down.
6', 200-pound D-back ran him down. You're right, Mike. We've seen him break away from that before, but Western has
Gain of 12 yards on the play.
speed
Gives the
themselves on the
Salukis a
defensive
first
side of
and
the ball.
10 from
Coming
their
up,
own
it's SIU Alumni
49-yard
Association
line.
Trivia. A chance for you to win a free T-shirt from the SIU Alumni Association. A wing on the right side, a wide receiver to the right side, a tight end on the right side too. Here is Sambursky, option right, toss play to Muhammad. He has a block, he runs to the 50, breaks the tackle, penalty marker down as he runs to the 47-yard line. Penalty marker was thrown by one of the back judges here this afternoon in this Gateway Conference officiating crew. Let's see if the 5-yard gain stands up. Brandon Robinson of Southern says the penalty is going to be on Western Illinois. Here's Bill Etzler.
Preliminary indication against Western Illinois.
Our SIU Alumni Association trivia question. Remember, you need our email address. It's godogs@shawneelink.net. GODAWGS@shawneelink.net. Here's Bill Etzler.
We have a personal foul illegal hands to the face on the defense. 15 yards from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
And the Dogs move closer to tying this ball game. It's from the end of the run, so it's a 20-yard play. And Southern Illinois University has the ball at the Western Illinois 32-yard line. You cannot let very many opportunities get away against these guys if you want to score the upset.
Result of the
Robinson
penalty
is the
moves the ball
fullback.
to
The
the
tailback is Muhammad Abdul-Qadir. Wide to the left side is Abbott. That's the wide side of the field. Southern wearing maroon tops, white pants, and white helmets. Joel Sambursky, the redshirt freshman quarterback from Missouri, dips under center, takes the snap. Hand off to Muhammad, makes a move to the 30. Oh, there's a one tackle from busting that thing, and he runs for 4 yards off the left side, and it leads to second down and 6. Be the first to email us with the correct answer to our trivia question and include your street address, and you'll receive a free t-shirt from the SIU Alumni Association. The question: who holds the SIU record for the most 100-yard games rushing in one season? Who holds the SIU record for most 100-yard games rushing in one season? Email us at godogs@shawneelink.net. Pro I set, wide receivers to either side, running backs are in an I. 5-man front. Joel's changing the play at the line of scrimmage. It's second down and 6 as he dips under center and takes the snap. Back to throw. Option. Tosses it to Muhammad. Gets off left end of the 25. Got a block to the 20. First down down to the 15.
32. Mo Abdul-Qadir on the carry.
It's another first down for the Salukis. It's another first cellular first down. First cellular makes a contribution to the Saluki Athletic Scholarship Fund for every Saluki first down this year.
Boy, he just keeps doing it, Mike. Doesn't fit in so far with the
defense in Division 2, Division 1. Another Saluki very good first down.
Team. This guy could just get some yards, and now he
the
already
ball on the Western Illinois 15-yard line.
33 yards on 5 carries.
Ball's at the 15-yard line. Southern trails at 7-0 on a 39-yard touchdown pass from Mikna to Luke. That came some 4 minutes ago. 2 tight ends, a wide receiver to the right side. Joel takes a snap, hand off to Muhammad, breaks a tackle at the 15 to the 10, and down to the 9-yard line. He keeps rolling. He picked up about 6 yards. Don Patterson, the veteran Western coach, likened Muhammad Abdul-Qadir a lot to Northern Illinois' Michael Turner, who ran for 282 against Northern 2 weeks ago. So good tailbacks can get big yards against Western, although 2 of Turner's carries accounted for 150 yards of his 282 total. Wide out to the right side. 2 tight ends. Running backs are in an I. Second down from the 10. Sambursky to Muhammad off left guard to the 9 into the 8-yard line. He gained 2. Now it's third down and 2. Jerry Kill and company have a call in here at 3rd and 2 from the 8-yard line. The Dogs trail at 7-0 on a beautiful day at the MAC. Looks like there's about 9,000 in here and about another 1,000 in the tailgate area on the north parking lots here at McAndrews Stadium. Ball's at the 9-yard line, not the 8. It's third down and 3 for SIU. Abbott to the right side. Tight end is on the right side. As a wing and as a tight end, 2 of them. There's the snap, option, wide side run. Sambursky gets away, keeps it to the 5, head down to the 3.
Wow, Joel Sambursky on the quarterback keeper.
Joel Sambursky kept it off right end. Little triple option for Southern.
Tripped up by number 1, Jason
and they held on to the ball a long time, Mike. I think he sold that he was going to pitch it, never did. Picked up the first down, Southern still rolling.
Southern's goal line offense in the ball game. Abbott out. Bucky in with Robinson and Muhammad Abdul-Qadir in Southern's eyeball backfield.
It's first and goal to go.
Sambursky's thrown 5 touchdown passes this year. Abdul-Qadir's scored 10. Under center at Sambursky. Eyebone backfield to Muhammad. Off right guard to the
Abdul-Qadir in for a Saluki touchdown.
7-6. And let's see if Scott Everhart, the veteran kicker, can tie this ball game up.
I know we're only at the midpoint of the season, but it's hard to imagine that's the 11th.
Number 20, Scott Everhart on the field to attempt the point after with 16.
And it comes at the 6:15 mark of the first quarter. So the Salukis come right back 4 minutes later against 8th-ranked Western Illinois, and they're an extra point away from tying it. Scotty's 19 for 22 on these this year. Abbott, the wide receiver, is the holder. Marion's Ranella snaps it well. The kick is up, and it is good. There's a break in the action. We're tied at the back. 7-7.
Left to play in the first quarter.
Hey, Saluki
Southern
fans.
Illinois 7, Western Illinois 7.
Saluki pride, show it, flaunt it. Tell the world you love the Dogs at Saluki Central on the Strip in Carbondale. T-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, button-downs, custom gifts, glassware, everything you need to show your grief and and Saluki Pride. It's the largest and most eclectic selection of Saluki stuff in Southern Illinois. So before you go to the game, grab some new Saluki gear from Saluki Central on the Strip in Carbondale. If you love the Salukis, go crazy at Saluki Central. The new entertainment center is open at Muggsy McGuire's, your official Saluki pre- and post-game headquarters. Located behind Muggsy's, it's a whole room devoted to entertainment. Catch a DJ every Thursday night and live music on most Fridays and Saturdays. Friday nights, he just had water, voted best modern rock band in St. Louis. And Saturday night, it's nationally acclaimed blues band, the Bel Airs. Call 457-MUGGS for more information. Stop in and check out the brand new entertainment center at Muggsy McGuire's across from Turley Park in Carbondale.
Homecoming parade. On the field to kick off
Athletics
for the
official
Salukis,
wireless
number 20,
provider for
Scott
Cellular
Everhart.
makes a contribution to the Saluki Athletic Scholarship Fund for every
Back
Saluki
deep
first
for the
down this
Leatherneck
year.
to receive, 85, Reggie Gray.
Be more expensive for First Cellular to donate for every Muhammad Abdul-Qadir touchdown this year. He has 11 of them rushing now. Here's Everhart's kickoff. They kick it deep to the goal line, to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, 25, to the 30, to the 35, and out to the 38-yard line.
85,
On the return
Reggie Gray
goes
on the kickoff
Western
return.
Illinois' Reggie Gray. He
Tackled by
averages 22
16,
yards per
Courtney
return.
Abbott.
He helped that average there with a 32-yard return. And the
11-year-old
Leathernecks go
Jonathan
first and
Caldwell
10
from Dongola, one
in
of
their
our
own territory. The 33 will be the official spot.
Lionel Williams got awfully close to making a couple of quarterback sacks during that first scoring drive. Maybe he can actually finish it off here this time around. But he was causing some problems back there a few times, Mike, and maybe that'll bode well for SIU that he's on his A game here today.
That's been the story of the last couple of weeks for Southern. Defensively getting close to that quarterback, but unable to get sacks. Mickna under center in a 7-7 ball game. Toss play, here comes a reverse. It's to Coleman, off left end, got a block. Chasing Williams, knocks him down for a launch back at the 36-yard line. Lionel Williams with a, Royal Whitaker with another good play. He's come on strong the last 2 weeks. He's 34, not 94. And Whitaker with a fine play.
He sniffed it out when the play went the other direction and showed you some speed, Mike, by catching up, making that tackle around the ankles.
7-7 here at McAndrew Stadium. After the game, Gene and I will pick the Ian Baker Chevrolet Cadillac go-to guy of the game, the top dog of the game, sponsored by Ian Baker. Wideouts to either side, running backs are split. Mickna under center for Western Illinois, takes the snap, and it's a draw play. Trying to get to the near side, can't do it. Brought it down, a gain of about 2 yards.
Number 5, Lamar Parrish on the carry.
On the carry was Cummings, John, and he picked up a couple, and it goes to third down. We have not seen Glassford since he was injured on the third play, Western's leading rusher. Gain of 3, and it's now third down and 7. Now the touchdown came on third down, and Western is 3 for 3 on third down conversions here already in this game. And we're only at the 4:55 mark of the first quarter. Beautiful day at McAndrew Stadium. 2 receivers to the left side, tight end on the right side. Mickna under center. Southern's going to rush for right now, not showing blitz. Now going to blitz with Whitaker. He's right up in the line. Here he comes, but he gets blocked. Rolling left, Mickna, plenty of time. Hit, block, ball. Ball to the back of the 32-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
Signal from the officials. Southern says it hasn't. There's still a scramble. They're still on piling, awaiting the officials' call. Mickna dropped the ball. Southern has the football at the 31-yard line. There's a turnover.
Recovered by number 92.
Pressure on Mickna here early in this game.
Mickna went back, was being chased around. He pump faked once, and as he came out of that first pump fake,
Brandon Walker on the fumble recovery.
him, and they all hit him at the same time. They pumped the football off of Southern to right. Has done something rare.
32-yard line.
Is concerned. They've turned the ball over.
The Dogs have the ball at the Western 32-yard line. Remember, Western is plus 2.5 on turnovers this season. It just fumbled the football and lost it for only the 5th time in 5 games this year. 2 tight ends, one is a wing on the left side. Running backs are in an eye. Abbott wide left. Here's a handoff to Robinson. He runs to the 30. The fullback gets to the 26-yard line. That's a nice 7-yard run on first down, and the Dogs have a 2nd and 3 at the 4:20 mark of the first quarter.
And what a nice added little wrinkle that would be for this offense if the fullback starts coming away with 5 yards here, 7 yards there. That time Robinson with a nice pickup on first down.
Jerry Kill wants a big game out of Robinson, and Walter Bucky is fullbacks here today as Southern gets more and more into that triple option offense. They add a little bit more every week. And in this game, Sambursky's run it well and pitched it well to Abdul-Qadir, and now Robinson gets 6 yards on first down. Quick count, handoff to Muhammad. He runs to the 25, breaks a tackle to the 23, and he's off almost to a first down. Needed just outside the 22-yard line for a first down. It's either third or short, third and short, or a first down for the Dogs, who are moving right to left, and it's too close to call, and Bill Etzler wants to measure it. He'll bring the chains in. Remember, we have our SIU Alumni Association trivia question out there. Chance for you to win a free T-shirt from the SIU Alumni Association. Who holds the school record for 100-yard rushing games in one season? Email us at godogs@shawneelink.net. Chains are on. Southern's a little shy of the first down by inches. How was the pregame alumni function today?
It seemed to me, Mike, this is the largest crowd I can remember over there. I'm sure the wonderful weather certainly is a factor, but great crowd over there before the ball game, and boy, so far I'm sure people are enjoying what they're seeing here in the ball game.
The 10 on the east side of Andrews Stadium is almost bigger than the stadium. The ball is just shy of the 22-yard line. Third down and inches, 4-down territory, most likely here for the Dogs at the 22-yard line. Tied 7-7 against 8th-ranked Western Illinois. Ryan McAllister is tight on the left side. Bilal Rashid, Southern's other tight end, lines up as a wing on the left side. Wide to the left side is Courtney Abbott. Running backs are in NI. Under center now is Sam Bursky on third down and inches. They run the fullback, and it's a first down to the 20, down to the 18-yard line. Everybody looking for Muhammad. But it was the fullback, and here's trouble. Southern has another offensive lineman hurt, and it's Matt Miller. Miller hasn't gotten up yet from the 23-yard line. His teammates are trying to help him up. Get up, big fella. Southern is awful thin on that offensive line. Ed Thompson started on the field, and Miller's got a problem with his left arm or left shoulder, and he's replaced on that offensive line. The ball is at the 18-yard line. Southern loses another offensive lineman. Cipriano Montez is in the ball game for Bilal Rashid at wide receiver. As Southern opens the formation a little bit at the 18-yard line. Matt Miller is out of there on that offensive line. It looks like George Mooney is in there for him. Pro eye set. Wide receivers to either side. First down. Option. Toss play. Muhammad has it at the 20. He's to the 15. Far sideline. The 10. Shoulders to the 5. And out of bounds at the 7-yard line, they say. And it's going to be a first and goal for the Salukis as Muhammad gets the Salukis within 7 yards of the lead in this game.
That's a pretty amazing breakaway speed. It looked like Cornell Middlebrook was going to clothesline him about 5 yards from where he was brought down. He just ran right past the talented linebacker, gets the ball all the way down to the 7-yard line.
6-yard line.
Western so far is impressed with that.
3:17 to play in the first quarter. Time called by the official.
3:25 on the game clock.
Want to change the game clock.
Ed Thompson still talking to Matt Miller, but I think a good sign is as soon as he got down there, he was able to stretch that left arm straight out and now has it up on, leaning on his elbow, Mike. So it looks like he's got some range of motion with that arm.
Anderson's moved to right guard for SIU on first down and goal from the 7-yard line. There's the snap. Hand off to Robinson to the 5, breaks the tackle to the 2 to the 1, and he's almost into the end zone. Now it's second down and less than a yard for a TD.
See, Brandon Robinson has a good game, and he gives Western Illinois something else to worry about other than just keying on Abdul Qadir. That makes a lot of difference out there.
Bryce Schaefer playing for the first time since he hyperextended his elbow in the Murray game 3 weeks ago. Texas, this was the most publicized injury in that game, but Schaefer was injured bad. He's playing with that right elbow heavily wrapped. He's in there at tackle, and at right guard, Anderson slides over. Second down from the 1. It's a Muhammad off left tackle for the touchdown. In for a Salukis touchdown. 1-yard run by Muhammad Abdul Qadir off left side. He has back-to-back touchdowns. The fumble recovery set it up. And the Dogs, Gene Green, have a 13-7 lead.
Number 20, Scott Everhart on the field to attempt the point after with 16.
Unbelievable, the offensive figures and totals that Mohamed Abdul Qadir continues to put up for Southern Illinois.
Roll on, big fella, roll on. Let's see if Everhart can make it 14-7 in favor of the Dogs. Everyone ready? Good snap and spot. He punches the extra point up there.
It's good.
And the Dogs
with
score 14
2:45
points
left
in
to
4
play in the
minutes.
first
They lead
quarter.
at 14-7
Southern
at
Illinois
McHenry Stadium.
14, Western Illinois
2 websites
7.
compared to basketball on the internet, and you can enjoy them all for just $20 a month with no long-term agreements and no sign-up fee from ShawneeLake.net. And not just basketball, but boxball, handball, baseball, handball, kickball, paddleball, netball, racquetball, paintball, and pickleball. Oh, pickleball's not your bag? Don't be sad. Luckily, you've got months and months of fun ahead of you with any one of 2,224 websites devoted to bags on the internet. Peruse Sherpa bags, sport bags, and the bag of rubber hammers from Prince Edward Island. In reality, this has nothing to do with balls or bags. It does, however, have everything to do with you and the choices you'll have of local service, local commitment, and 24/7 local tech support. Call 1-800-461-3956 or click on www.shawneelake.net today.
Hello again, folks. This is Rob Cash at E.N. Baker Chevrolet Cadillac in Marion, where the good news just keeps on coming from General Motors. GM gives us another huge boost with the announcement of 0% financing on all new 2003 Chevrolets and Cadillacs. Just take your pick of any new 2003 Chevy or Cadillac on our lot, and you get 0% GMAC financing for 36 months or 3.9% for 60 months at E.N. Baker Chevrolet Cadillac in Marion.
For Western Illinois, number 85, Reggie Gray.
With Gene Green, Mike Reis back at McAndrews Stadium. The Dogs lead 8th-ranked Western Illinois, 14-7. Here's the kick to Reggie Gray. He heads to the far side, drops it 3 yards deep, watches it roll out of the end zone and helps it too. And Western will start at the 20-yard line. Good kickoff by Scott Everhart. And the ball is Western's at the 20-yard line. First Cellular makes a contribution to the Saluki Athletic Scholarship Fund for every dog first down this year. First man to congratulate Everhart on the kickoff, head coach Jerry Kill. They got to keep it away from Gray, don't they? He's at 22 yards per return. Now Western starts at its worst field position of any of its 3 drives. It fumbled on its last possession, and Southern recovered it. And it set up Muhammad Abdul-Qadir's second touchdown in 4 minutes. Now Western works out of 2 wide receivers and an upright tight end, and Mickna hands it off to Cummington, and he runs to the 21 and no further. Southern's pumped up right now. Eric Egan and Alexis Moreland leading the charge on that one. They combine on the tackle, and it's second down and long. We're in the closing minutes of the first quarter. Southern Illinois University 14, Western Illinois 7. Southern hasn't beaten this team since 1983. Gain of 2, second and 8 for Western, which is in purple helmets, white tops, and purple pants. Wide receivers go to either side. Gray's in the ball game. He's wide to the right side. Coleman's wide to the left side. Tight end's upright. Back to throw. It's Mickna. He has plenty of time. Now pressure. Hit. Williams got a sack and a 2-hand pass. Got rid of it. It's incomplete. He got rid of it. The pass again for the 3rd time. A 2-hand pass by Mickna. It's incomplete this time, and it's 3rd down and 8.
Well, Southern continues to put the pressure on this quarterback.
They've been in his face all day. And Jerry Kill very concerned about the physical play in this game. Western outsizes Southern. So far, the line of scrimmage belongs to Southern, but it's very early. 1:57 to play in the opening quarter. 2 receivers to the left side. Gray is out of the ball game, and Terrence Hall's in. He's the outside receiver, 4-man front for SIU. 1 running back, 2 upright tight ends. Back to throw, rolling left. Mitchell got a block, pulls it down and throws. Incomplete. Missed his man at the 35-yard line. Good double coverage there by Moreland and Justin George. Yeah, Alexis with some good coverage on that play. 4th down, and we'll watch the All-American Cypress play. The Saluki defense gets a standing ovation from the west side stands at McAndrews Stadium. That was a 3-and-out against one of the top 10 scoring teams in the country. Justin George is awaiting the punt by Mike Cypress, who averages just under 45 yards per punt. Let's see if Southern can get close to him here. It's going to rush 8 here. It's 4th down and 8 yards to go. Southern leads it 14-7. Good snap, rushes on. They got him. Loose football. It's on the 48-yard line. Southern has a first and goal. It looks like Andre Rockwell or Cortez McBarry, Gene, came right in on Cypress and busted up.
For Western Illinois.
It was Rockwell. Boy, once again,
Southern Illinois ball.
is showing some speed on the defensive side of the football. Another turnover. 2 in the first quarter. Southern ready to go here again inside the 10-yard line, and boy, you have to be thrilled with what you've seen on that defensive line.
The Salukis take over possession of the Western Illinois 8-yard line.
Is Southern going to take a 2-touchdown lead on Western Illinois in the first quarter? Bryce Schaefer still in there, right tackle for Matt Miller. A wing on the left side, a tight end on the left side. Will they run left with Muhammad here from the 8-yard line on first down? No, it's Robinson, the fullback, and they're ready for it. Stuffed that one. Penalty marker down across the field. Penalty marker down across the field. Well, Western Illinois plus 2-5 on turnovers this season. With 2 turnovers, the penalties on Southern, with 2 turnovers in the last 3 minutes, I'm sorry, the last 8 minutes of this game. It's unheard of.
No gain on the play.
Here's Bill Etzler, the referee.
We have illegal formation on the offense. 6 men on the line, 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Furniture King scoring summary brought to you by the Furniture King, just east of the mall, Carbondale, Southern Illinois' largest furniture store. Muhammad Abdul-Qadir with 2 touchdown runs in the last 4 minutes. 14 points in a row for the Dogs after Mickna threw to Luke on their first possession. 14-7 Dogs here in the final 142 of the first quarter. The scoring summary brought to you by the Furniture King, just east of the mall, Carbondale, Southern Illinois' largest furniture store. 2 receivers to the right side, including Hollingshed, who's playing with a broken finger. Running backs are in an eye. There's the snap. Blitz is on. Play action. He's in trouble, but he gets rid of it. Cooper rolls it to the 6, heats to the 5, to the end zone for a touchdown.
Diversity pass for Brandon Robinson. He's for a Southern Illinois touchdown.
Serious siege threw the ball as he was hit, and the Dogs get the touchdown on second down.
5th touchdown passing on the season for Sam Bursky. First of the year for Brandon Robinson, who is a factor in this ball game.
Brandon Robinson having a
Number
big
20,
ball game here, and the Dogs have scored 3 touchdowns in 4 minutes. And they lead Western Illinois 20-7. And here is Everhart on for the important point after out of Abbott's hold. Everybody ready? Now waiting. Still waiting. There's the snap. It's good. The spot is good. The kick, it is also good. How about this one at the man? Homecoming. It's a happy homecoming so far. Southern Illinois University. 21, Western Illinois 7.
Steak lovers, Golden Corral has news for you. All you can eat sirloin steaks every single day. No, you're not dreaming. Monday through Saturday after 4 p.m. and Sunday after 11 a.m. Help yourself to all the juicy, tender sirloin you want. Plus, other buffet favorites like rotisserie chicken, tons of hot vegetables, like made-from-scratch mashed potatoes, and fresh-baked desserts. And it's just $7.99. The Great Steak Dinner Buffet every day. Only at Golden Corral, Route 13 east of Carbondale, next to the Hampton Inn.
Hello, I'm Coach Jerry Kill of the SIU Salukis football team. More than 350,000 Americans live with multiple sclerosis, a devastating disease
Some
of the
other
central
scores around the
nervous
country.
system. Please help me and the Salukis tackle MS by pledging the Scoring Against MS campaign. Your pledge per point the Salukis score will help fund research and programs for people coping with MS. To pledge the Scoring Against MS campaign, visit www.msillinois.org or call 1-888-343-2170.
And Pittsburgh leads Syracuse 48-3 in the third quarter. Got Everhart on the field to kick off.
With Gene Green, Mike Reis at the back. Everhart punches the kickoff. End over end to Gray, far side at the 8. He's to the 10, to the 15. Breaks the tackle at the 17. He's down at the 19-yard line.
They're charged up right now.
Southern is so juiced here right now. After a stinging loss at Eastern Michigan last week, the Salukis have come out with 21 first quarter points, and they lead Western Illinois 21-7. The last touchdown, the latest TD, Sambursky to Robinson, 13 yards.
Not only Robinson's first of the year, first of his career, although strangely enough, he threw a touchdown pass last year. Jason Hollingshed.
2 receivers go to the right side. Southern shocking Western Illinois here. Is Western a little flat here? Did Southern wake the Leathernecks up? 1:10 to play in the quarter. Mickna with a handoff to Cummings. Johnny trying to get off left end. He runs to the 23 to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, and it leads to second down and 7 yards to go. And they were shocked on the game's third play when Glassford went down, their leading running back. So the Dogs have a 21-7 lead. The defense put it 3 and out last time. That's a 4-yard gain on first down, and it's second down and 6 as Mickna gets the play for Gray on the western sideline. So the Dogs ahead 21-7. Western breaks the huddle. 2 receivers to the right side, 1 running back. Quick count. Jogging right, it's Mickna. Left hand, fakes. Now he throws, has a man open. It dropped at the 43-yard line. In on the hit, Alexis Moreland. He and Brandon Robinson, the early leading candidates for the Ian Baker Chevrolet Cadillac go-to guy of the game. He's got a little stinger, Gene, after busting up that pass.
You can't play the pass any better. The exact second that ball hit the receiver's hand, he drilled him and knocked the ball loose.
The only time Southern's had a misplay so far in pass defense was in that first quarter on their first touchdown here in the first quarter. 1 minute to play in the quarter. Wideouts to either side, two running backs. Mickna directly under center. It's third down. Southern shows blitz with McBurry. Now blitzes Whitaker. Back to throw. He throws to the sideline. Caught at the 38-yard line, and it's a first down for Western Illinois. To Stacy Coleman, their leading receiver. Moreland made the tackle, and Western survives the Salukis siege there and gets a first down pass to Coleman.
Yeah, SIU would have loved a 3 and out on 3rd and 6, but Coleman found a little bit of a seam out around the 35-yard line, picks up the first down, takes the ball down to the 39.
Mickna is 3 of 8 for 60 yards. Wideouts go to either side. They have a tight end on the right side. Quick count, hand off to the tailback, to the 40, to the 41-yard line. It's a gain of about 2, and it leads to second down.
Brought down by Royal.
Gene, I knew one time this year that we'd get stung on the double number thing. Western Illinois, I thought this was just a Division II thing, but
gain of 2 yards.
West Virginia Tech, Kentucky Wesleyan had several guys with duplicate numbers. Eastern Michigan even had it. And it's Lamar Parrish who's wearing number 5, not Shigan Cummings, John. So we apologize for the error, but we're very happy that this name's easier to say. Here's Mickna to Parrish. Draw play to the 45 to the 50. Breaks the tackle. Saluki 45 and down to the 43-yard line. And Parrish has a big run on second down and 8. That's a first down run for Western. It's the Leathernecks' 6th first down, and it comes on the final play of the first quarter. An exciting first quarter, and Southern Illinois has the lead. It's 21-7 in favor of the Dogs. Back with the second quarter after this.
This is Monty. He's a full-time student at SIU. Not too long ago, Monty got a student membership to the SIU Alumni Association for only $15. This $15 membership got him year-round discounts on restaurants, copies, furniture, hotels, and SIU services and apparel. All this and more for only $15. Right now, Monty is adding up all the money he has saved over the last few weeks with his Alumni Association membership. Let's see what he thinks. Call the Alumni Association at 453-2408, and you too can be like Monty.
Hi, this is Richard Davis, your Century 21 care guy. You know, there's no I in team. Just like the Salukis working together as a team, my wife Janie and I will work for you as a team in buying or selling your home.
That's why we're known as your Century 21 Total Care Package.
The Salukis keep on going strong, and so will Janie and I, because we care about you.
Call Richard or Janie Davis today at 985-CARE. That's 985-2273.
We'll make it a team effort to take care of you.
We start the second quarter. Time to check scores. The First Bank and Trust Company scoreboard. Banking with local advantage. First Bank and Trust Company of Murfreesboro. They have roots in Murfreesboro. Here's Reis.
All right, Mike, everything in the Gateway is later on today, so scores in D1. Florida trails Mississippi 17-14. That's late in the third quarter. Texas 10, Oklahoma State 3, 4:43 to go in the third quarter. Texas A&M 21, Texas Tech 7. A&M lost a Tech in Lubbock last year, 11-13 to go in the second quarter there. Iowa 24, Purdue 21, 8:40 to go. Pitt 48, Syracuse 10. Northern Illinois trails Ball State 10-7. And in the bottom of the fourth inning, Minnesota leads Oakland 9-2 in the ALDS.
Here's a handoff to Parrish. Makes a move to the 41 to the 40 of Southern to the 39. It's a gain of about 5. And it leads to second down and 5 on the first play of the second quarter. Banking with local advantage. First Bank and Trust Company of Murfreesboro. They have roots in Murfreesboro. Southern Illinois University on top 14-7. Thanks to a 21-7 rather. Thanks to a 21-point, 110-yard first quarter. Western with 96 yards in the first quarter. Western trails by 14. Running backs are split. Mickna directly under center, takes the snap, and here he is to throw. Has some pressure, stepping up, throwing to the far sideline. Tipped away by Alexis Moreland, who's playing a great first half. He tipped it away from the intended receiver, Terrence Hall. Incomplete, and it's third down, and about 6 yards to go.
That was just great man-on-man coverage, because the thing that scared you is that play set up. Mickna had a lot of time to set up, Mike, and he got his receiver open for just a little bit, but Bo Moreland's playing well.
Coming up at the intermission, it's the Golden Corral halftime and homecoming in McAndrews Stadium. Russ will have all the scores for you, and he'll also visit with SIU Chancellor Walter Wendler. That's coming up on the Golden Corral halftime. Running backs are in an eye. Third down. 5 yards to go. There's the snap, and they're going to run it with Parrish, and he runs to the 35, and he's shy of the first down. He needed the 34 for first, and it's 4th down and 1. And Don Patterson has a great punter in Cypress, but they muffed up their last punt, and they're going to go for it here. And let's see if the Saluki defense can knock it down here. It's 4th down, and Wester's going to go for it. Western,
4 yards on the play.
4th down conversions this year is 2 for 7. It is 4th down and 1 yard to go at the 35-yard line. The homecoming crowd not its feet here at the MAC. 13:46 to play in the first half. Southern leads at 21-7. Running backs are in an eye. Quick count. Here they run in with a tailback. Parrish first down and more to the 30. Steps over a man to the 26-yard line, and it's a first down for WIU. So the drive's alive for the Leathernecks, moving right to left here in the second quarter into a slight breeze coming out of the north at McAndrews Stadium. Dogs are in the opening up a 2-game homestand. They play Northern Iowa here next week on Family Weekend. It's a night game. Gene and I are on the air at 6:30. Northern Iowa's lost its last 2 times to Carbondale. Northern Iowa is 6th in the country in the 1AA poll. Western Illinois is 8th. And Western has the ball at the Dogs' 26-yard line. 4-man front for SIU. An upright tight end on the right side, wide receivers to either side. There's the snap, handoff to the tailback. It is Parrish, reverses field and only gets a yard. It's 2nd down. He tried to go right, he had to go left. It's a gain of 1, and it's 2nd down and 9.
Eric Egan in on the tackle for the Salukis.
SIU leads it 21-7. Mikna DeLuke for the only Western score, then the Salukis, thanks to 2 Western Illinois turnovers. Get back-to-back touchdowns by Muhammad Abdul Kadir. His 11th and 12th of the season.
Brings up
and a 13-yard pass from Sambursky to Robinson. All the extra points good. Dogs lead it 21-7 here early in the second quarter. There's the snap. Here's Micknoff, play action to throw. All day to throw. Throwing to the far sideline. It's tipped and intercepted. Dropped on the far sideline. Great play by Chris Gatson in front of Reggie Hall Gray across the way. And Gatson volleyballed it, almost picked it off, dropped it out of bounds, and it's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Stepped in front right as the ball got there and did try to do a little bit of a juggling act once he popped it up in the air, but he was going to be out of bounds anyway. The important thing is the ball sets up 3rd down.
We have a winner in SIU Alumni Association trivia. It's coming up after 3rd and 9. Hey, listen to the MAC. Not time called. As Western gets to the line of scrimmage, the line judge called it. And let's see what's the problem. Did the center move the ball? If he did, flag it. 3rd down and 9. Backs are offset. Strong to the right side. Ball's at the left hash. 3rd down and 9. There's the snap. Draw play. And they run to the 20. Down to the 18. Struggling to the 17. He's awful close to the first down. It's Adley Lawson carrying for the first time.
Probably going to be about a yard shy.
Brought down by number 10, Andre.
Ran it before.
Down by 14 on 4th down and 1. And they are shy of the first down. They need the 16-yard line. Southern was looking pass, and Mickna gave it to Lawson on a draw.
It's a bit of a long one.
8 of 7 yards.
It is 4th down and 1. Western struggling to get the right personnel in there. He's going to have to spend a timeout. Let's break for a minute. The Dogs lead it 21-7 at McAndrews Stadium.
In the hustle and bustle of this fast-paced world, it's good to know there are some things still worth sitting down for. A hot, delicious homemade breakfast from Larry's Pit Barbecue is one thing that's so good you just can't rush it. Scrambled eggs, sausage, bacon, pancakes, and maple syrup, hash brown potatoes, all with a hot cup of coffee and a smile. Now, you could get it to go if you want, but why hurry? Come on in, pull up a chair, and remember breakfast all over again at Larry's Pit Barbecue, Christopher, DuQuoin, and Carbondale. Let's go to Larry's, the proud sponsor of the Salukis.
Hey, Saluki fans, go crazy! You've got Saluki pride. Show it, flaunt it. Tell the world you love the dogs at Saluki Central on the Strip in Carbondale. T-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, button-downs, custom gifts, glassware, everything you need to show your great and Saluki pride. It's the largest and most eclectic selection of Saluki stuff in Southern Illinois. So before you go to the game, grab some new Saluki gear from Saluki Central on the Strip in Carbondale. If you love the Salukis, go crazy! At Saluki Central.
Inviting you to join me weekday mornings for the
celebration of life. The Light Rock Magic 95.1.
One of you guessed correctly on the SIU Alumni Association trivia, but you didn't include your street address, so you can't win. So the question's still alive. 4th down in the yard, 2 tight ends. Lawson still in there at tailback for Parrish. They give it to Lawson, and he has a first down at the 15 and down to the 13, and they connect on back-to-back 4th down attempts. Southern stuffed the line, but Western Illinois opened a hole, and Lawson on 4th down and 1 was able to run for about 3 yards to the 14-yard line. Who holds the SIU record for the most 100-yard games rushing in one season? It's still out there at GoDogs at ShawneeLink.net. You must include your street address so we can mail you the T-shirt in order to be able to win. Wide receiver to the right side, Coleman. Tight ends on either side, running backs are in an eye. Dogs lead at 21-7. Western Illinois is threatening here early in the second quarter, moving on the line, and Phillips came across. Mark Phillips going to be penalized, and Western just moved to the 8-yard line. So the Dogs are penalized for just the second time in this game.
I'm sorry, dead ball encroachment on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
11:35 to go in the second quarter at noisy McAndrews Stadium. There's still about 1,000 people in the north tailgate parking lot here at McAndrews Stadium. Southern leads it 21-7. Lawson in there at tailback. He's their third tailback in this game. Matt Yellen is their fullback. Option. Hand the ball to the tailback. Lawson got a block to the 5. He's headed for the end zone, but pushed out before he got there by Antoine Jackson at the 2.5-yard line. Now it's going to be first down. That's a first down on 1st and 5 for Western Illinois. It's going to be 1st and goal for Western at the 3-yard line. So the Leathernecks have connected on 2 4th down conversion attempts in this drive. Tight end on the left side. Tight end on the right side. The fullback is Davison. The tailback is Lawson. Michna surveys the Saluki defense, now dips under center, hands the ball off to Lawson. He's headed for the goal line and is pushed back.
Lawson on the carry.
And now it's 2nd down and goal from just inside the 1-yard line.
34 Royal Whitaker and 7 Alexis Moore.
Western Illinois won its last time out, beat Sam Houston State 41-13. Before that, won at Northern Illinois 29-26. Shut out Western Kentucky in the Gateway opener 14-0. And beat Drake 64-7 on opening day. The Leathernecks trail Southern 21-7. The ball's at the 1-yard line at 2nd down and goal. Everybody in tight. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Lawson. He gets a touchdown off the left tackle.
Atlee Lawson in for
Atlee Lawson gets the touchdown at the 10:45 mark of the second quarter. And Western's within a field goal of moving back within 7 points.
Second touchdown of the season for Lawson as Western grinds out that drive. 2 4th down conversions. A 16-play, 81-yard drive.
Here's Langan on the extra point. He's the leading scorer on Western's soccer team and the leading scorer on its football team. Justin Langan, right-footed, on the point after. He's ready. Low snap, but they get the ball up all right. And the kick is up, and it is good. It's 21-14 here at McAndrews Stadium in favor of Southern. We'll be back after this.
21, Western Illinois 14.
Deli fried chicken, take home convenience with homemade taste. Kroger Fresh,
Updated scores for you in the 4th quarter. 8-point Florida is now behind Mississippi.
Fried chicken that tastes better than ever. We hand-bread it with a special blend of herbs and spices, and it's always fresh. So it's juicier, more tender, and moist, like grandma's.
17-9. In the second quarter, 23rd ranked Texas A&M leads Texas.
What were you expecting to pay for a new SUV? $20,000, $30,000, $40,000? Not at Eichholder Park. You can drive home in a new 2002 Kia Sportage priced at only $13,995. How? We are Southern Illinois' #1 import dealer, and with huge customer cashback offers on all 2002 Kias, prices couldn't be any better. All new Kias come with an industry-leading long-haul warranty, 10 years or 100,000 miles.
See Ike Auto Park for all the details. 2 miles east of University Mall in Carbondale.
And remember, you don't have the right price till you have Ike's price.
So Western Illinois stunts a little Saluki momentum. After Southern scored 21 straight points, Western comes back with 6. to move back within 7 at 21-7. George and Payne on the returns for the Salukis. And here is the kickoff by Western. It is end over end, and it comes to Payne 2 yards deep. He's going to stay home. And Southern will start at the 20-yard line. Southern's rolling offensively, and Sambursky and company work at the 20-yard line. Now we got some pushing and shoving after the play. No flags or anything comes up.
Kind of interesting when Southern's defense came off the field after that last score, Mike. The coaching staff very positive with them as they came off. Western did score, but it was no walk in the park. Southern made them grind it out, a 16-play drive.
Salukis keep rolling on these guys. Western is a very good defensive club,
places the ball at the
Southern's
20-yard line.
made it look easy here so far. Now moving left to right here in the second quarter, and Sambursky fakes on the option, keeping it off right end. He runs to the 24, and he gained about 4 yards. And it leads to second down and 6 for the freshman from Liberty, Missouri, who came into this ball game completing 56% of his passes, and Southern's second leading rusher with 233 yards this year. He passed Tom Kutsos, the injured Saluki all-time ground gainer, who's out for the year with the injury. Sambursky moved into second place in rushing last week. Wide to the left side go Montez and Abbott. They have a slot over there to Robinson. Sambursky to throw, sets up, throws to the far side for Robinson. Tipped and broken up nicely.
Pass intended
nice
for
coverage
Brandon
across the way
incomplete.
by Vincent Campbell.
Defending
off
for
of
the
Robinson's hands. He was really
McNutt.
plugged over there. Now it's third down and about 6 yards to go.
Robinson had contact right as he caught the football on both sides, kind of a sandwich approach by Western. The ball came loose, but it looked like that play was maybe going to go for some big yardage.
2 for 3 is Sambursky through the air.
It's
He sends 2 receivers to the left side. Now third, Robinson, same formation. Is it the same play? On third down, Sambursky to throw back-to-back passes for the first time. Comebacker missed his receiver, incomplete. A wide receiver screen, and Western was ready for that. It's incomplete on a pass for Hollingshed, and it's fourth down, and Scott Everhart will punt for the first time today.
And Bill Kadir's been out there, but he's not touched the ball in the last 2 series.
Brings up 4th and 6 for the Salukis.
So on to punt is Everhart.
Everhart on the field to punt.
And Scott,
back deep for the Leathernecks, number 4,
among the top
Victor
punters
Campbell.
in the Gateway Conference, on to smack it out of there for Southern. The return man for Western is Campbell. Mike Fritzler will snap it for the Salukis. Low snap. Everhart has it. He just got it out of there. It is returnable by Campbell from the near sideline. 29, drop the ball. It's loose. Southern's
Fumble on the play.
A Western mistake. Donnie Campbell had all sorts of room, and he comes away and fumbles the football, and Southern comes away with the ball at the 29-yard line.
Recovering for the Salukis.
Ball's at the 29-yard line. First down for Southern with an opportunity to take the 2-touchdown lead back. Wide to the left side goes Abbott. Tight on the right side, Rashid. Tight on the left side, McAllister. Lucky is the fullback. Muhammad Abdul Qadir is the tailback. Southern recovered the fumble at the 29-yard line by Campbell. Now the official sets everybody, and the Dogs have it with 9:43 to play in the second quarter. Sambursky under center, takes the snap. Here comes Muhammad off right guard. He's submarine behind the line. There's a penalty marker down.
Chris McCullough is going to get that fumble recovery, Mike. He not only caused it, but he ended up coming out of a pile with the fumble.
See what the penalty is. It's procedure again on Southern.
Penalty marker
Salukis
on
have
the
had
field.
2 of those in their last 3 possessions.
One thing about it, though, the 2 times they've had it, it's been on a no-gainer on first down. If you're going to have a penalty of that nature, get a 5-yarder when there's no gain and make it first and 15.
Procedure on the offense, 6 men on the line, 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Second time they've done that.
Last time it happened, SIU scored on a touchdown pass in the next snap.
Stanley Bryant's coming to the ball game. Southern's worked on some trick plays here. Let's see if it uses this one here. He is Sambursky's backup. They sneak him into the ball game. They've worked on some plays where he lines up as a wide receiver and they direct snap to Muhammad. And that's what they are going to do here. They're going to direct snap to Muhammad Abdul-Qadir. 2 receivers left, 2 right on 1st and 15. Awaiting the snap, it's Muhammad who's 7 yards behind Fritzer. He takes the snap and he runs it. Off right guard to the 30. He's to the 25. He's to the 20.
Abdul-Qadir on the carry.
You're trying to upset, and there's a flag thrown. Did he fumble the ball?
I think he may have coughed it up, but
they are awful close to a first down.
Came out late, so perhaps they're going to say the ground caused it.
The officials threw the white flags indicating a fumble, and the ball still belongs to Southern. It's a first down for the Salukis. When you're trying to beat the top 10 team, and you're struggling like Southern, you got to do some different things. You got to pull something out every once in a while. And they pulled one out there, the direct snap to Muhammad.
I've been impressed, Mike, the last 2 weeks with this coaching staff. They did some interesting things at Eastern Michigan. They put a few new wrinkles on up there. And of course, SIU scored a lot of points at Eastern Michigan.
Wide receiver to the left side, Abbott. Tight end on the left side, wing on the left side. First down from the 18-yard line. Dogs lead it by 7. And on the option, he follows the fullback into the hole. It's Sambursky, and Joel only gets a yard. And it is second down. Second down about 9.
Twice in this ballgame, that 1st and 15 hasn't been a big deal, has it? Southern scored a touchdown the first snap, the first time that happened, and this time they get a first down on the run afterwards.
The Salukis with 114 yards total offense, 135 for Western Illinois. We have a winner in SIU Alumni Association Trivia. And it's Larry Soliday,
brings up 2nd and 9
who is
from the Western
Mike Soliday's son. Asked us to say hello to Mike. And he is listening to us in Bosnian. He gets a free T-shirt from the Alumni Association. Option, toss play. Muhammad Abdul-Qadir gets a block. Spinning move to the 18 and is shoved back. No gain on that play. They're down. 9 yards to go. Larry Soliday knew that Carlton Carpenter holds the SIU record for most 100-yard games rushing in one season. Carpenter rushed for 10 100-yard games in 1998. He was Southern's leading rusher before Tom Koutsos broke the record.
And is no doubt the only person in Bosnia who knows that.
No gain on the play.
So Larry, thanks for listening to us. We spoke to your dad before the ball game.
3rd and 9.
He sends his greetings. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go. Southern in Western territory. It's a makeable field goal here for Everhart, but let's see if Southern can convert on 3rd down and 9. Dogs lead it 21-14. There's the snap. Here's Everhart to throw. Pressure, pulls it down, going to run and going to lose. He's sacked back at the 23-yard line, and all of a sudden this is a 40-yard field goal attempt.
Yeah, you had somebody coming out with a blind side, chased him out of the pocket, and he's going to go down for about a 3-yard loss.
Well, Everhart has a 47-yarder this year, and he's coming into the ball game with the field goal team to try to put the Salukis up by 10.
Brings up 4th.
Wind not a factor here. Ball is closer to the center of the field than it is to the left hash. It's going to be a 39-yard field goal attempt for Scott Everhart. Everybody ready. Good snap. It's a fake. Abbott throws wide open. It's McAllister. Penalty marker down. He's headed for the end zone, and he is in there. But a penalty marker down as Southern ran the fake field goal attempt. And Jerry Kill is 5 yards out on the field, and it looks like Southern may have come out with an illegal formation. Let's see.
Well, they're pulling out all the stops in this one.
Kill is not happy.
Official timeout.
McAllister's down at the 1-yard line if the play holds up. Jerry Kill is irate. The officials threw the flag right away. And he talks to the back judge. And then is quiet. The four officials are still talking about it at the 23-yard line to see whether this fake field goal attempt stands up.
Whatever they thought they called, it's not a slam dunk right now, is it?
I wonder if McAllister didn't huddle and just lined up. The officials are still talking about it. Kill's had his say, and they're still talking about it. So there's obviously indecision here. And Bill Etzler and company have come away with a decision. Western's clapping its hands.
Disregard the flag.
And we will get no further explanation than that. It is 1st and goal for the Dogs at the 2-yard line. Courtney Abbott through his second pass. He's 2 for 2, throwing the ball, and Southern connects, and Don Patterson has his turn to argue.
Jerry Kill may have a young team, Mike, but he is not afraid to try some stuff.
Now here's Bill Etzler again.
A gain of 21 yards on the play. Enough
It's a 41-yard pickup, and the Dogs
down.
are 2 yards away from their second 2-touchdown lead. They don't have the right personnel in the game now. Schumacher and Robinson weren't in the game. Now they come into the game with Fritzler at center. The ball's at the 2-yard line. It's first down and goal. Plenty of time. They don't have to spend a timeout. Samursky wants to play again. And he gets it from the near sideline.
Both these teams doing some damage on 4th down.
Southern gets a 4th down fake field goal attempt to Ryan McAllister. Running backs are in an eye. First and goal, 3-man backfield. There's the snap. Handoff, tailback. It's Muhammad to the goal line.
And Dulcadere is for Salukis. Touchdown.
To make it 14 here at the 6:29 mark of the second quarter. How about this here at McAndrew Stadium?
12 touchdowns rushing now for Abdul Kadir.
Number 20,
Continues to amaze Mike around about the 70-yard mark now, rushing in the first half of this football game against Western Illinois, and that's what makes it really impressive.
Abdul Kadir with 3 touchdowns rushing in this game. Here's Everhart on the point after. No mistakes here today, Scotty. Everybody ready? Good snap and spot. The kick is up, and it is good.
Point after is good.
Southern with
6:29 left to play in the first
half points.
It's Southern
Leads
Illinois,
Western Illinois 28-14. Back after this.
14.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Athletic Groin Protector Inventor.
Mr. Athletic Groin Protector Inventor.
People love to play sports, but they don't love it when they get hit in the twig and berry. For years, cringing fans watched as man after man went down. But then you came along and said, here, stick this in your pants.
Nice to meet you.
The errant headbutt, the inside fastball, the wayward high five, all no match for your crash helmet.
Bring it on!
Sure, some athletes shunned them, but don't worry, they'll come around.
Show us the way.
So crack open an ice cold Bud Light
Number 20,
protector
Scott
of the
Everhart on the
package,
field to
and
kick
know
off for
that
the
we're
Salukis.
just
Back deep
nuts
for the
about
Leatherneck.
it. Bud Light
Number
beer,
5,
St. Louis, Missouri.
Lamar Parrish.
A gateway shocker. SIU 28. Western Illinois 14. Everhart on the kickoff. It's end over end. And here comes Gray, 5 yards deep, drops it, and kneels. And he'll come out to the 20-yard line. And Western Illinois minus its leading rusher, Glassford,
9-year-old Rachel
still
Phillips
able to
from
make yards
Dixonville.
against Southern, but
One
has
of our
committed
Donald Trending 95.1
3
honorary
turnovers.
captains this
And all
afternoon.
3 turnovers, Gene, have led to SIU points. And
Results
Southern is playing
of the
virtually perfect football.
setback.
It's amazing what a
Gives
difference
the
in football
Leatherneck
the
their
turnover
first and 10
situation
from their
makes.
own
And
20-yard
SIU had to
line.
be almost turnover free in this one to have a chance. They are so far, and they have taken advantage of the turnovers when they have occurred on the western side.
Golden Corral halftime is 6 minutes, 23 seconds of playing time away. Dogs with a 4-man front. Handoff goes to the tailback. It is Lawson. He breaks free to the 50. It's Parrish, 30, 40, out to the 43-yard line. And he rips it out for 23 yards off right tackle. They're making yards against Southern. They've just been their own worst enemy with 3 turnovers that have led to 21 Saluki points.
That was a strong run. He was hit 3 different times, just kept turning. Finally gets 22 yards out of it.
Looks like we're headed for one of those 40-type games. Wideouts go to either side. Running backs are in an eye. Still about 1,000 people out in the north parking lots. On first down, Southern's blitzing. Run blitz. Southern's there to bring him down. Fumbled it again at the 40-yard line.
Fumble on the
looks
play.
like Western's on it.
Boy, Royal Whitaker shot the gap. He is getting in there so quickly,
by
Mike.
the Leatherneck number
He's played
5,
so
Lamar
well the
Parrish.
last 2 weeks, getting a start 2 weeks ago. And Whitaker and Moreland and Abdul
Lost
Kadir
3
and
yards on the
Sambursky,
play.
the leading candidates for the Ian Baker Chevrolet Cadillac go-to guy of the game here in the first half. Ian Baker makes a contribution to the Saluki Athletic Scholarship Fund.
Whitaker, one of those many freshmen we've talked about who are playing today.
Second down, 12 yards to go. Western Illinois sees a 4-man front, blitz off the ends, they run the ball, and it is Lawson. He piles, he fumbled it again. It's loose out at the 47, Southern's on it, 46.
Southern's on the carry, fumble on the play.
Fumble here today. They've fumbled 4 times. Western has an injured player, and Southern has an opportunity, Gene Green, for a 3-touchdown first half lead.
SIU's caused some of these fumbles. They're coming away when the ball's put on the ground, and probably the most important part of the whole equation is when they have gotten the ball back on a turnover, Mike, they've scored. They've made something of it, and now they have it in great field position again.
Western fumbles it for a 4th time. It has an injured player at the 42-yard line.
The physical play so far on SIU side. They have been popping these guys as they've come through the line.
The SIU Alumni Association and SIU's colleges hosted their 16th annual homecoming celebration prior to the game today. The Alumni Association wants to thank Touchstone Energy of Illinois and Egyptian Electric Cooperative for sponsoring the event today. The McDonald's Magic 95.1 honorary captains are Rachel Phillips of Pinckneyville and Jonathan Cobble of Don Goble. They registered to participate in McDonald's in Southern Illinois. Their names were chosen from entry boxes throughout participating McDonald's in Southern Illinois. Now Western's lost a second tailback. Lamar Parrish was the man injured on the play, and he gingerly walks to the sideline, and they will be the 3rd-team tailback here, it looks like, for at least the rest of this game.
Well, unlike last week, he could put absolutely no weight on it. He's putting a little bit, but he's still not walking off under his own power. He has a person on either side of him, and it's a slow walk to that Western sideline.
You know, it's amazing how when you play well, you get more breaks, whether they're calls, whether they're breaks on the field. And Southern is playing its best football of the season, and it's getting the breaks that it didn't get the first 5 games.
Well, defensively, they're just swarming to the football.
Western's making yards, but has turned it over 4 times. Twice on special teams. Stanley Bryant's in the ball game. That means it's a direct snap to Muhammad Abdul Qadir. Bryant's wide to the left side. Awaiting the snap, it's Muhammad. There it is, and he runs. Off right guard, he runs to the 45. Western ready for that one. More ready this time. Gains 2, and it's 2nd down and 8 yards to go. So Southern has pulled this trickery out of its hat today, and has also executed a successful fake field goal attempt. Now Sambursky will come back in. Micah Turner's back into the tight end spot. Brandon Robinson comes out, and they're going to, here comes Joel. He comes into the ball game after getting the play call at the 4:50 mark of the second quarter. Southern playing a perfect first half. Abbott to the left side with McAllister as they spread the tight end. To the right side also spread the other tight end, Turner. And he is wide to the right side with Kellen Allen. Movement on the line, no flag. Sambursky throws. It's almost incomplete for Allen on the near sideline. It was almost picked up by the All-American candidate linebacker Lee Russell. Now it's 3rd down and 9. Southern doesn't want to come up dry. You just get the feeling that you can't make any mistakes. You can't let great field position go uncapitalized on. And the Dogs have great field position at the Western 45-yard line, ahead 28-14 over 8th-ranked Western Illinois, a team that has not defeated since 1983. To the left side go Allen, Abbott, and Robinson left to right. Tight end McAllister on the right side. Sambursky in shotgun. Western only rushes 4. Time for Joel. He's throwing. It's caught. Abbott at the 28-yard line. On the left side, Gene Green. And bring back the middle receiver. And Abbott caught the strike from Joel Sambursky.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of room in there either. Abbott kind of slid between 2 defensive players, came away with the reception. SIU keeps this drive alive with the first down inside the 30. And Southern's been very good so far. Maybe something come of these turnovers, and they still got something going here.
Sambursky is 4 for 7 for 45 yards unofficially passing. On first down at the 28-yard line. At the far hash, Sambursky takes Fritzler's snap, option, short side run, keeping, and dives for nothing. His knee, he was able to stretch the football back to the line of scrimmage. His knee is down at the 29, and it's a loss of a yard, and it's 2nd and 11 with under 4 minutes to play before the Golden Corral halftime. And at the half, Russell checks scores for you. Baseball playoffs going on. The Yankee Angel game starts at the top of the hour. We're broadcasting on one of our sister stations, 1340 a.m. To the right side, Abbott. Tight right, it is McAllister. Tight left, it's Rashid. Under center, it's Sambursky. It's 2nd down and 11, Dogs by 14. Western blitzes, and they run away from the blitz. Muhammad off to the left end, runs to the 23-yard line and out of bounds. He worked hard just to gain 6. Now it's 3rd down and about 5 yards to go as Southern gets 6 on 2nd down and 11. Ball to be spotted just outside the 22-yard line. They need the 18 for a 1st down, so it's 3rd down and 4. Into the ball game comes Hollingshed. Out of the ball game comes Rashid. Ball still at the left hash. That's where Everhart prefers it. Should Southern try a field goal here? It's 3rd down and 4. Need the 18 for a 1st. Wideouts to either side. Running backs are in an eye. Sambursky directly under center, takes the snap. Gives it to the fullback Robinson. He only got 2 yards. He got to the 20-yard line. Kept it at the left hash. And it's 4th down and 2. And Everhart for a 37-yard field goal. Let's see. They haven't set him on yet. 4th down and 2. 3:05 to play. Kill's thinking. He's thinking. He's going to wait till the 25-second clock starts. Now it starts. Now the game clock starts. They're going to run a little time here. And they're going to go for it. Let's see.
I think he's keeping him on there.
I think he's going to go for it. Yep, they're going to go for it on 4th down and 2.
See if they try to draw Western offside.
They pointed to the play clock. They've got 5 seconds. They're going to have to spend a timeout here. They're just running some game clock down. Yep. They're running some game clock down. That's all they wanted to do. And Southern had all of its timeouts available, Gene. And so go ahead and spend one, run some game clock off, and they ran it down to 2:40 here. And Southern's going to try the field goal attempt. Last time it lined up, it was a fake. This one is 4th down and 2. Everhart is bidding for the school record for field goals. He is 32 of 56 in his career. From 40 plus, he is 3 for 14. Everything else is inside 40 yards in his career. So inside 40, he is 29 for 42. But inside 40 this year, he is 0 for 2. Both of those inside 30 yards. From 40 and beyond this year, Scott is 2 for 3. He has an opportunity to be 1 for 3 inside 40 this year. This should be a 37-yard field goal attempt as Southern heads to the field. Courtney Abbott is his holder. Remember, he's a wide receiver. And they step it off to the 37, to the 27 for this 37-yard field goal attempt. Wind picks up a little bit. Everhart for the school record for field goals here. Everybody ready. Good snap and spot. Kicks up. It's long enough, and he got it. He got the school record, and he gave his long club a 17-point lead over Western Illinois. It's 31-14. Back to the back in just a minute. He's headed for the end zone. He's there, and they're within 1. So the top 10 team plays at SIU Saturday. Northern Iowa plays the Salukis. The Dogs are sponsored in part by Rob Cash and Ian Baker Chevrolet Cadillac, Route 13 East Marion. By Mugsy's in Carbondale. Live music every weekend at Mugsy's Entertainment Center. And by the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702. Providing a better lifestyle for members and a better life for all. SIU, UNI, 6:30, Saturday. Magic 95.1.
In the second quarter, it's Stanford leading Notre Dame 7-0. And in the first quarter, Navy leads 26th-ranked Air Force 7-3.
The Kroger Deli has wishbone fried chicken that tastes better than ever. We hand-bread it with a special blend of herbs and spices, and it's always fresh, so it's juicier, more tender, and moist.
With 33 field goals. Ladies and gentlemen, having a nice round of applause for Scott Everhart, our new career leader in field goals made at Southern Illinois University.
Scott Everhart's 33rd career field goal, passing Ron Miller and Paul Muller for the school record. Gives Southern a 17-point lead over Western Illinois. There have been some years Gene Southern hasn't scored 17 on these guys, and then Everhart, perhaps juiced up, kicks the ball out of bounds.
Penalty marker on the play.
Everhart kicks the ball out of bounds.
Ran all the way out to the 35, but yeah, you're right. The thing about that field goal, not only does it give Southern some points off yet another turnover, but also makes it 3 scores to tie this ball game up, and Southern 31 first half points against Western. They have put some points on the board the last few weeks. This offense, which in recent memory struggled, especially other than Tom Kutzos, is doing a lot of things here all of a sudden in the middle of this 2002 season.
And remember, Western is on its third tailback. The top two have been injured. There's the snap. Mickna runs a draw play. Loss is trying to get out to the right corner. Got around McBerry. Moreland is chasing, and it's a first down, a gain of about 11 yards. Out of bounds, stopping the clock with 2:24, and they hit him late, and there's a flag. Moreland apparently going to be called for a late hit, and that's going to put Western into Saluki territory, and the Salukis do not want to give up points.
And you don't need that with only 2:24 left in the half. He was going to be out of bounds anyway, and Moreland just kind of gave him a shove.
And here's Jeff Morton into the ball game. That might be McBerry, Gene, because Kill just yanked McBerry out of the ball game and blistered him verbally as he went by, and all of a sudden, Western Illinois, a bad penalty by the Dogs, and it runs it to the 39-yard line, and Southern all of a sudden has put Western into its territory with an out-of-bounds kickoff and then a personal foul penalty.
That's almost like a mental turnover right there.
Ball's at the 39-yard line. Four-man front for the Dogs. Let's see if the Saluki D can stack itself up here with 2:24 to play in the half. Southern's going to blitz. There's the snap. Back to throw is Mickna. Pressure, steps up, gets away, and throws, and it's caught at the 26-yard line. They shove him back all the way to the 33-yard line. Let's see what the forward progress is ruled on the catch by Terrence Hall. It's going to be ruled a catch and gain to the 29-yard line and a first down.
I'll tell you what, he got a heck of a spot, Mike, because he was trying to get loose. He was running around back there, and they drove him straight backwards after the second defender hit him, but he was trying to gain some ground after he caught the football.
This game is not over. Ball's at the 29-yard line. SIU 31, Western Illinois 14. Back-to-back Saluki penalties, and Western has the ball at the Saluki 29-yard line. There's the snap, and here's Mickna to throw. He has time. He throws, and it's caught by Luke at the 25, and he runs to the 22-yard line on the near side. Stayed inbounds. It's a gain of 7, and it's second down and 3 with 1:45 to play in the half.
I guess it'd be too much to ask to have a fifth turnover in the first half, wouldn't it?
You're getting a little greedy if you're going to ask for that. But Western appears a little bit more focused now. Southern got up by 17. It can't relax. This game is not over. Wideouts go to either side. Running backs are in and on. Second down, 3 yards to go. Handoff, tailback. It's Lawson spinning inside the 20 to the 18, and he has a first down. That stops the clock with 1:25 to play. I wonder how many of Southern's players think they've already won this game. I wonder how many of them wonder if they're going to win this game. I wonder if they think they have no chance to hold on to this later, if they're just going to walk in. It'd be interesting to be in their minds.
It would be interesting to be in that locker room at halftime. I hope they think they're going to win, but I hope they don't think they have won it.
The ball is at the 18-yard line. Wide to the right side goes Stacy Coleman. Wide to the left side goes Reggie Hall. The running back, Terrence Hall, rather. There's the snap. Here's Mickna to throw. A blitz from McBerry. Dumps it off, though. It's caught by Luke at the 25. Trying to get pressure on. They do. And they bring it down for a loss back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 5 yards. And up there was Moreland again. Penalty marker thrown late.
And 34,
penalty marker thrown late.
Not sure what
penalty markers.
Some yapping going on there. Didn't appear to be anything physical.
No.
The only player left in the area where he's brought down was Eric Egan, the veteran linebacker. And is Southern going to get sacked with its third penalty here?
Or see if it'll be offsetting, just trying to get the guys to calm down on both sides of the football.
Referee Bill Etzler is talking with the umpire here today, Wes Fritz.
Well, Southern swarmed.
Here's the call.
Real well on that play.
And the ball, personal foul in the defense, half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
Southern.
And we have timeout, Western Illinois.
And it is Western's second timeout, and all of a sudden, Southern's taking a page out of Murray's book with a couple of personal fouls here in the in this, what it hopes is the final possession of the half.
Well, the two penalties have been the two key plays in this whole drive.
Jerry Kill on the sideline.
It negates, Mike, a great defensive stand by Southern, which came back, swarmed the football for about a 3-yard loss. And when you see the penalty negated, take the ball all the way down to about the 11-yard line.
And Jerry Kill is sternly lecturing Mark Phillips. And while Southern's taken a page out of Murray State's book from 3 weeks ago and put personal foul after personal foul twice in this drive, we never saw Panunzio visibly undress the guilty party. And we've seen him do that with McBerry and now Phillips.
Result of the penalties.
First down, ball is at the 11.5-yard line. 1 minute to play in the half.
You also don't want to see this whole thing shift a little bit momentum-wise right before the half.
2 receivers to the left side. Mickna's ready to step under center. Southern leads by 17, but Western is threatening. There's the snap. It's a handoff. Lawson trying to get off right in. Slips to the 8 and down to the 7-yard line. Penalty marker again thrown late. Did Southern do it again?
Penalty markers on the field.
It's again thrown late and again thrown across the way. Phillips sat out that last play and he comes back in, and it is another face mask on Southern. And the Salukis, their own worst enemies here, as they try to take a 17-point lead in at the intermission, but they're making it awful easy for Western to stay in this game.
We have a personal foul, face mask, on the defense, half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
They've had 2 half-the-distance penalties.
Now, Western hasn't exactly moved the football much in this drive other than penalties.
3 personal foul penalties are going to leave a sour taste in Southern's mouth as it heads to the locker room at halftime. Western is at the 3-yard line. Mickna, option, handed off to Lawson, trying to get off right corner to the 1, leaps for the end zone, he got in there for a touchdown, and Western moves back within 11 at 31-20. With 50 seconds to play, and Southern, it all went downhill with the out-of-bounds kickoff by Everhart. 3 personal foul penalties followed, and then Western scored. Lawson, its 3rd-string tailback, takes it in from 3 yards out, and the Dogs lead is now 31-20, and Western goes for 2. No, I'm sorry. Lang is going to kick the point after.
83, Mike Cypress holding.
Cypress is the holder for Langen on the point after. Everybody ready. Low snap, but they get the ball up, and the kick is up, and it is good. There's a break in the action. Western Illinois hanging in the ballgame. It's 31-21, and we'll be back in a minute.
Illinois, 21.
What were you expecting to pay for a new SUV? $20,000, $30,000, $40,000? Not at Ike Auto Park. You can drive home in a new 2002 Kia Sportage priced at only $13,995. How? We are Southern Illinois' #1 import dealer, and with huge customer cashback offers on all 2002 Kias, prices couldn't be any better. All new Kias come with the industry-leading long-haul warranty, 10 years or 100,000 miles.
See Ike Auto Park for all the details. 2 miles east of University Mall in Carbondale.
And remember, you don't have the right price till you have Ike's price.
Hey, Saluki fans, go crazy! You've got Saluki pride. Show it, flaunt it. Tell the world you love the Dogs at Saluki Central on the Strip in Carbondale. T-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, button-downs, custom gifts, glassware, everything you need to show your great and Saluki pride. It's the largest and most eclectic selection of Saluki stuff in Southern Illinois. So before you go to the game, grab some new Saluki gear from Saluki Central on the Strip in Carbondale. If you love the Salukis, go crazy at Saluki Central.
And this is a great Saluki weekend.
SIU hands Western Illinois a touchdown. 50 seconds to play in the half.
7-play, 65-yard drive, Mike, that started on the 35 because only the 28 yards of that drive came because of Southern penalties.
So a penalty on the kickoff and then 3 personal fouls. End over end to Payne at the 3 to the 5. To the 10, near hash 15, tripped up and brought down at the 20-yard line with 46 seconds left, and Southern can ill afford any more mistakes. That's the only time in this first half Southern's made a series of mistakes, and it cost the Salukis 7 points. The other time, Western was able to drive it and score. Ball's just shy of the 20-yard line, and Southern just wants to get out of here now with a 31-21 lead. A great lead at halftime. Southern Illinois University would have taken that at the start of the game, but that last drive subtracted some momentum from the Salukis right before halftime. Abbott goes wide to the left side with Hollingshed. Tight end is on the left side. First down from the 20-yard line, and Sambursky is ready, and he takes the snap, and it's a handoff to Muhammad. He runs to the 20, to the near sideline, to the 25, to the 30, 35, up the sideline, pushed out of bounds. This is a late, late flag. That helps, and Southern's in Western Illinois territory. When I see these personal fouls, I slip and say Murray.
That's 4 flags in a row that have been thrown all basically the same play on plays that are late hits out of bounds.
Late hit out of bounds on Western.
Western
And all of
Illinois.
a sudden now, Southern has an opportunity to get into field goal territory.
There's a dead ball. Personal foul. Late hit out of bounds. Under defense. 15 yards from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
You know, it's nice to have a guy like Abdul Qadir when you're just trying to run out the clock.
Absolutely, because you never know. He may run it out all right. He may run it right into the end zone.
The spot will come from the 48-yard line.
Result of the penalty, moves the ball to the SIU 48-yard line. First and 10, Salukis.
And the ball is Southern's at the 48. Everhart has a 47-yarder to his credit. He gave the 55-yarder at Eastern Michigan a good ride last week. 3 receivers left. All of a sudden, Southern's in shotgun and Sambursky to throw. Setting up, throwing, wide open, caught by Abbott, who falls down at the 36-yard line. 34 seconds left. It's a first down. Another first cellular first down for the Dogs. Southern Illinois' official wireless provider makes a contribution to the Saluki Athletics Scholarship Fund. Sure-handed Courtney Abbott with another catch. Sambursky has everybody at the line of scrimmage, ready to go when the clock starts, which is right now with 33 seconds left.
He had some room to run, too. He kind of lost his footing.
Ball is at the 36-yard line. They blitz off the backside, pick it up. Stepping up, Sambursky runs to the left side. He's to the 35, trying to get out of bounds, and he does at the 33-yard line. It's a 50-yarder from here with 21 seconds left.
Ryan McAllister did a nice job of picking up that blitz.
It would be so helpful to get about 5 more yards here, 10 more yards for Everhart to make it a 40-yarder. The ball is at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for Sambursky, second down. The Salukis have both. They have 2 timeouts remaining. 2 timeouts remaining. So they can get 2 plays off plus the field goal if you figure every play to be 7 seconds. Sambursky has the play call signaled into him from the sideline. Abbott to the right side with Hollingshed. Tight on the left side, McAllister. Robinson's also wide to the right side. He's the inside of the 3 receivers to the right side, the wide side of the field. Sambursky lifts the right leg. In shotgun, takes the snap. Here he is to throw. He has time. To the near sideline. Abbott can't hold it with a man right all over him at the 31-yard line. Then he's shoved to the ground after that. There is no flag on the play. It's an incomplete pass, and it's 3rd down and 8. With 17 seconds remaining in the first half. Travis Washington was all over Courtney Abbott and did a good job to disrupt Abbott trying to catch that. Rashid in, Hollingshed out. Now Hollingshed reverses himself as Southern changes its mind. And Rashid comes out. Robinson comes out. It's 3rd down. And let's see what Southern has in mind here with 17 seconds left to play. Going to try to pick up a first down or maybe just try to get 5 yards closer. Sambursky directly under center. 2 receivers to the right side. They drag Abbott in motion from right to left. There's the option drop play. It is Abdul Qadir to the 31. He stood up and shoved back. He got to the center of the field. 11 seconds left. Southern takes the timeout with 10 seconds left. It is 4th down and 3. So the Salukis elected to go conservative there on 3rd down and 8.
Southern Illinois, their second of the half.
And rush it to the center of the field, Gene, and set up the field goal attempt here on 4th down and 5 yards to go. It will be a 47-yard field goal attempt, and this will return some momentum to the Dogs after the disappointing touchdown that it gave up about a minute ago.
You're exactly right. It'll kind of change the tone of things as they enter the locker room. If this can be connected, this would tie the longest field goal that Everhart has hit in his Saluki career if it's good.
If it's 47, this might be a 48-yarder. It's spotted at the 31 right now.
And today,
they use the full 7-yard snap. To repeat, Everhart is 3 for 14 in his Saluki career from 40 plus. But he is 2 for 3 from 40 plus this season. He's hit a 41 and a 47. And he has missed from 55.
He's got plenty of leg this year. The first field goal that he hit in this ball game was not pretty. He didn't hit that one well, but it was dead center, and he got it through. But we'll see if he can boom one here, and it's going to have to be one of his better efforts.
Oh, this would be huge if he can negate that 7 at least by 4, by 3 here.
This will be a 48.
48-yarder from the center of the field out of Abbott's hold. Ranella from Marion to snap it. Everybody is ready. Good snap and spot from 48. It is long enough. Scott Everhart.
Everhart field goal is good. With 5 seconds left to play in the first half, Southern Illinois 34, Western Illinois 21.
You look for so many ways to pick up your teammates, and he just picked his defense up in a major way.
Everhart with a 48-yard field goal with 5 seconds left to give Southern a much better feeling about itself in this game at halftime. The Dogs lead it now 34-21. And how about this Saluki offense? 78 points the first week, 14 against Southeast, 24 against Murray, 76 against West Virginia Tech, and 45 last week against Eastern Michigan. Now it has 34 first half points against the number 8 team in the country, Western Illinois. It is 34-21 in favor of Southern Illinois University right before halftime. The Salukis have 3 touchdowns from Muhammad Abdul Qadir, 2 field goals by Scott Everhart, a touchdown pass from Joel Sambursky to Brandon Robinson. The scoring summary brought to you by the Furniture King just east of the University Mall, Carbondale, Southern Illinois' largest furniture store. All right, Scotty hit the heck out of this one here, getting into the locker room. It's a ground ball kickoff. It comes to Nutman at the 25, to the 30, to the 35, and he pummels to the 38, and we've come to the half, and Southern Illinois University is just 2 quarters away from its first win over Western Illinois since 1983, and a win over 8th-ranked Western Illinois. Halfway home, Dogs 34, Western 21.
The Dogs on Magic 95.1 are brought to you in part by Greg Sterick and You Save Office Furniture, where you save big in downtown Johnston City. By Ike Auto Park, you don't have the right price till you've got Ike's price. By Larry's Pit Barbecue, Christopher DuQuoin and Carbondale, where you can take everyone in your family to eat. And by Shawnee Link Internet and Long Distance Service, keeping you in touch throughout Southern Illinois. You're listening to Saluki Football on Magic 95.1.
Hungry Saluki fans? If so, why don't you get the whole gang together and swing on down to Larry's Pit Barbecue. You can get it all at Larry's. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Everything from sausage, biscuits, and gravy to slow-cooked barbecue ribs and chicken, how about pork steak or a world-famous cheeseburger and fries.
Pro in Sparta, making all your home dreams come true. And by Prairie Land Seafood Bigbyville, selling fresh catfish, shrimp, and more direct to you. This is SIU football.
18-7. Good snap, rushes on. They got him. Loose football. It's on the 48-yard line. Southern's on it. Has a first and goal. It looked like Andre Wardwell or Cortez McBarry, Gene.
In the large sports category, third place goes to Delta Zeta.
One of the big plays and a big play dominated first half. The Salukis, the quarterback fumbled, or the punter rather, Cypress fumbled the ball. And Southern recovered, and that led to the first Saluki score here in today's ball game. Second half starting lineups brought to you by Saturn of Carbondale. No haggle, no hassle for you or anyone. Saturn, a different kind of company, a different kind of car. Joel Sambursky, Mohammed Abdul Kadir, Brandon Robinson, the Saluki backfield, with Brian Akins and Bryce Schaefer at the tackles, Zach Schumacher and Matt Miller at the guards, and Mike Fritzler at center. Wide receivers Courtney Abbott and Kellen Allen. The Saluki offensive starters brought to you by Saturn of Carbondale. No haggle, no hassle for you or anyone. Saturn, a different kind of company, a different kind of car. Southern will get the ball to start the second half and a chance to reestablish some momentum in this game. It lost it a little bit when Western scored with 50 seconds left, gained a good measure of it back. Now the Salukis have a 13-point lead to start the second half. End over end, kicked off by Cypress, and it comes to George in front of Payne at the 10, strings it out near sideline at the 12, and there was confusion between George and Payne, and Southern only gets a return to the 12-yard line on the opening kickoff of the second half, and Sambursky and company head back to the field. Sambursky in the first half of this ball game was 5 of 9 for 61 yards.
Results of the
I'm Mike Reis, Gene Green alongside. The official spot is the 13-yard line here at McAndrews Stadium. Courtney Abbott wide to the left side. Tight on the left side, McAllister. Tight on the right side, Rashid. Running backs are Robinson and Abdul Kadir, and they give the ball to Muhammad off left guard to the 15, 17. Breaks the tackle out to the 21-yard line. If he gets 7 on first down, that leads to second down and 3, and it puts him over 100 yards rushing in this game, and he's been over 100 yards rushing in all 3 games that he's seen significant playing time in. Ball's at the 21-yard line. Our email address is godogs@shawneelink.net. GODAWGS at shawneelink.net. Courtesy of Shawnee Link Internet, keeping you in touch throughout Southern Illinois. 2 tights, running back Stern and I, hand off to the tailback Muhammad, smacked at the line and driven back. Lost it 2, and now it's 3rd down and 4. Tried to run Muhammad on the first 2 plays, got 7, then lost 2. It's 3rd down and 5.
Muhammad only 5'7", ran into big Lee Russell, the linebacker, at 230 pounds, and that's about as quickly we've seen him go down. He was stopped in his tracks.
Western Illinois with a solid hit there on second down. Now it's 3rd down. They only credit him for a loss of a yard. It's 3rd down and 3. Southern puts Hollingshed to the right side and Abbott to the left side. Running back Stern and I, Mike Fritzler ready to snap it to Sambursky, who wipes his hands on the towel at his waist. Dips under center, takes the snap. And an option. And a toss to Muhammad. He's going to be smacked for a loss. Back at the 18-yard line, the Salukis run it. It's 3 and out for the Salukis. Boy, there's some hits that we can hear all the way up top here at McAndrews Stadium. And Western fired up here in the opening minute and a half of the 3rd quarter, and that was an important stop for Western Illinois.
Well, they may have made some adjustments defensively coming out of the locker room. Southern may have to try a few wrinkles themselves, and it's going to be pretty good field position here for Western Illinois.
They have to stop turning the ball over. That's been their biggest problem. Everhart to punt for the second time in this game. The first was a 48-yarder. Fritzler ready to snap it. Scott standing at the 5-yard line. It's a good snap. Here comes a rush. He gets the kick out of there. It turns over beautifully. A fine kick, and it comes to Reggie Gray. Steps back to the 28 to the 30. Breaks a tackle to the 35. Penalty markers down. He runs to the 43-yard line.
Reggie Gray on the punt return.
They just laid out with a block in the
penalty
back.
Marker on the
field for Southern. And so that will come back. And Western will just have average field position to start its first possession of the 3rd quarter.
That's a nice punt, though, 51-yarder.
Yep.
Preliminary indication
Scotty doing it today.
Against Western
a 48-yarder and a 37-yarder. He's the all-time leader at Southern in field goals with 34. He is now 34 for 48 in field goals in his career. Going to step this penalty off from the 29-yard line as Mickna.
Illegal block in the back. Under the return team, 10-yard penalty from the start of the foul, first down.
Mickna and the Western Illinois offense come onto the field, and remember, Western is down to its third team tailback. That helps too. Glansford went out in the game's second play. Then in the second quarter, Lamar Parrish, who rushed for 92 yards, went out. Now Atlee Lawson is their tailback. He has a touchdown. He's rushed 9 times for 42 yards in this game. Running backs are denied. Wide receivers split to the other side. And they have a tight end on the right side, and it's a toss play and a wide side run to Lawson. Got a block, steps up to the 18 to the 19, and down he goes at the 20-yard line.
Number 2, Atlee Lawson on the carry.
Leads the second down, 9 yards to go. 12.5 to play, third quarter.
Alexis Marlin on the head. It looked like perhaps he was going to get loose, but Marlin never let go, brought him down.
After the game, it's Mugsy's in Carbondale, your pregame and postgame Saluki headquarters. We haven't been given an attendance figure at this game just yet. Like they're about 10,000. One thing we've noticed about day games versus night games this season, the first year Southern's had lights in 29 years. More fans leave at halftime of day games than they do night games. This is the first day game of the year, and that, of course, was a problem for Southern a year ago. 2 receivers left, 1 running back, and movement on the line.
Penalty markers
and penalty
on the
markers
field.
fly and whistles blow. That's been an age-old problem at Southern. And another age-old problem at Southern is, what do you do about the north parking lot, the student tailgate lot? There are 1,000 people out there within 200 feet of this place.
Dead ball. Ball start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
What do you do to get them in?
Start winning.
It might be a big thing. Make it as fun inside the stadium as outside the stadium.
I think this
but
team,
it's not going to get much more fun than it was in the first half.
No, that's true, and this team's making some strides, but I think Jerry Kills admitted that to us. Mike, he said, I don't mind seeing them over there, because he said, at least we got them this close. Now it's up to us. We got to win.
Second down, 15 yards to go. There's the snap. Mickna's back to throw. Stepping up. Has time. Stepping up. Now throwing. It's caught, and it's a first down at the 31-yard line across the way.
Complete
to
Terrence Hall.
Southern had some coverage, but those guys can't cover forever. And Mickna steps up and throws, and it's complete to the 30-yard line, 31-yard line, and Western has a first down.
Early in this ball game, we're able to call Lionel Williams' name a few times for chasing the quarterback around. I'd like to be able to do that again. He's been quiet so far here in this series.
Southern can't afford to wear down. 2 receivers to the left side. Got some pretty good pressure on the quarterback in the first half. 1 running back. And it's a handoff to Lawson, who falls down and loses a yard at the 30-yard line. It brings up second down and long. We're in the opening 4 minutes of the second half at the MAC. Rodney Smith is in there at defensive end on the right side. This is a important recruiting weekend for SIU football and basketball. SIU basketball has a 6'8" player in here this weekend. SIU football has 3 JUCO players from Coffeyville, Kansas. That's Muhammad Abdul Qadir's old school. All 3 are defensive players. An end, a tackle, and a defensive back. Blitz on. Mickna rolls left. Has time. He's throwing. It's caught at the 40-yard line by Coleman. He runs to the 45 and slides to the 50-yard line. And they're starting to move it. Southern's given up some passing yards this year. And Mickna and the Leathernecks have moved out to midfield here in the opening 5 minutes of the third quarter.
And Western's all of a sudden controlling the line and giving Mickna a lot of time to set up back there. He had to scramble a little bit, but still, his blockers are staying on their blocks a long time and allowing him to find probably what was a secondary receiver.
Western clearly wasn't ready to play this game, then lost its top 2 tailbacks, then turned it over 4 times. Southern was opportunistic. Now Western's moving the ball quite a bit here on its last 2 possessions. This one and the 1 and a half. Draw play. It's Lawson. He's trying to get to the right corner, and Egan brings him down from behind after a couple 3-yard gain. They've been able to throw it on Southern. The run defense has been pretty good here in this game. Egan with a good tackle from behind. If Eric doesn't make that play, it's a first down run for Lawson. Gain of 3, second down and 7. SIU 34, Western 21. I'm Mike Reis, Gene Green alongside. Russ Eisenstein is checking the scores for you throughout the broadcast here. Southern could use a turnover here. 2 receivers to the left side, tight end on the right side. There's the snap, and Mickna gives the ball off to Lawson. He smacked at the line, drives, second effort, going to get a first down up the right sideline, might score. One-man George with an angle. He's to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
Lawson on the carry.
Ashley lost. took off and hit the line of scrimmage. Southern didn't wrap him up, and with second and third effort, he runs to the 10-yard line and a first down for Western Illinois.
There's nobody more surprised on the football field than Eric Egan right now, who had him stopped dead in his tracks and appeared to bring him down, and all of a sudden, he was off to the races.
Ball is just outside the 10-yard line. Western, let's see if it can get a first down without scoring. We're at the 9:37 mark of the third quarter. The Salukis lead it by 13 points. Nope, it's first and goal from the 10-yard line. They send a wide receiver to the left side. Everyone else is in tight. Two tight ends, two running backs. Give the ball off to Lawson. He runs to the 7-yard line where Egan brings him down.
Lawson, the ball carrier.
Off left side. Up there to help Royal Whitaker.
Eric Egan and Royal Whitaker
Egan,
on the tackle.
Moreland, Abdul Kadir, Everhart, the leading candidates for our Ian Baker Chevrolet Cadillac go-to guy of the game.
Gain of
Ball's
4
at
yards.
the 7-yard line.
Second
Sure
and goal
use a
for
stop
Western
here.
Illinois
9-10 to play third quarter. Momentum's changed. It's in Western Illinois' corner, despite the fact Everhart hit a field goal from 48 yards out with 5 seconds to play in the first half. Again, two tights, quick count, hand off to the tailback. Lawson trying to get off left end. Southern's there. Lionel Williams wraps him up and gets help and brings it back. Matt Scheffler's in there on the help as well. So
brought
is
down by
Whitaker.
34,
And it's a
Royal
loss
Whitaker.
back to the 10, and it's third down and goal. Big play here. Third down conversions. Western was 4 of 8 in the first half. Missed on its last 2 conversion attempts on third down in the first half.
Brings up third.
The ball is
goal
just
to go
inside the
for
10-yard line.
Illinois.
Western
From
shuffles
the Southern
personnel.
Illinois 9-yard line.
It'd be nice to force him to kick a field goal here. Running backs are split. The ball is just inside the 10. There's the snap. Mickna to throw. A quick post. It's caught at the goal line, and it's a touchdown. A touchdown to Stacy Coleman.
Mickna's pass
Western Illinois
complete.
gets on a 9-yard touchdown
Number
pass.
7, Stacy
And
Coleman.
Western is
for
back
a
within 7 at 34 to 27.
Coleman, their leading receiver, coming into this ball game. That's his third touchdown reception on the season.
Justin
Mickna now is
Langan on
thrown
the
for
field
8.
to attempt the
That's
point
his
after
first
with
in
Mike
this game.
Cypress holding.
Western is a different looking club right now. This game wasn't over when it was 28-14. Wasn't over when it was 31-14, and now isn't over on the extra point by Langan at 34 to 28. There's a break in the action. Western is within 6. We'll be back to the map at homecoming in just a minute.
If Kurt Warner and Marshall Falk go on to win another Super Bowl, we'd like to invite them to Saturn of Carbondale to pay the same price as Renee and Terry from Heron. If Anna Kornikova finally wins a tournament, she's certainly welcome to come to Saturn and pay the same price as Bob from Gardnerville. No preferential treatment, no backroom deals, one price. No haggle, no hassle for you or anyone on what we selfishly think are the best cars on the road. Though in retrospect, we will talk slower to Anna. Sorry, Bob. Next to Pier 1 Imports Carbondale, Saturn, a different kind of company, a different kind of car.
Right to It Center is now online. Visit us at rights.doitbest.com and take a look at our complete inventory. Over 70,000 items to choose from. You can even order online 24 hours a day and have it delivered to your home. It's never been so easy to buy your home improvement supplies. For any project, big or small, we have it all. Right to It Center in Murfreesboro and Sparta. That's rights.doitbest.com. Right Do It Center.
Backbeat for the Salukis. Number 1, Justin George.
In 2003 is rolling in at Ian Baker's in Marion. Great deals and incentives already available. Check it out at Ian Baker, New Route 13 East, Marion. I'm Mike Reis. Gene Green's alongside. Here's Cypress to kick it off for WIU, which is back within 6 at 34-28. And here's the kickoff. It's short. Returnable by George, and he grabs it at the 14th. Center of the field to the 20. Justin's to the near corner. He got there and tripped up from behind at the 29-yard line. Good ankle tackle
George
by Western
on the
Illinois.
return. 21,
Ryan
Charles
Spells.
One of their players out of Miami. Spells came a long way away, really turned on the burners to barely get around his ankles and bring him down.
So the Saluki offense heads back on the field, and let's see if the O can stem the tide here with 8:02 to go in the third quarter. Southern played a great first half. It does not want this to be a game of two halves. Abbott to the left side, Hollingshed to the right side. It was tough for Muhammad to run on the last 2 runs of the first possession of this, the third quarter. Sam Bursky Raises the right leg and shotgun, takes the snap, and here he is to throw. Quick one to the near sideline, caught by Hollingshead at the 34 and wrestled down. It's a gain of about 5. Second down and 5 as Joel completes his 6th pass of the day. He is still without an interception this year. He is 6 for 10 in this game. He's thrown 58 passes this season. Out of the ball game, Brandon Robinson. Haven't used him in a while in this game. Southern's used a couple of trick plays that have worked. A fake field goal attempt for a first down. And 2 direct snaps to Muhammad. 2 receivers go to the right side, Hollingshead and Abbott. Second down coming up. And they run the ball with Muhammad, and he's stuffed at the line and shoved back. That's 3 straight no-gain deals for Muhammad.
He ran where he thought there was going to be a hole. Western's line did a tremendous job. There was absolutely nothing. He ran into the back of his blockers.
They knew that was coming on second down. Now it's third down. Here's Robinson back into the ball game for SIU, and Abbott, or rather Bucky, goes out. 7 minutes, 30 seconds to play in the third quarter. Southern trying to beat Western for the first time since 1983. To the right side, Abbott. To the left side, Jason Hollingshead. Mike Fritzler ready to snap it to Sambursky, who's in shotgun. Everybody ready? Still awaiting the snap. Now Joel's ready. Third down, 4 yards to go. Some movement on the line, flags and whistles. And a
penalty markers on the field.
Flags and whistles before Sambursky got the snap. Bill Etzler is our ref.
False start on the offense. 5 yards penalty. Repeat third down.
Southern's had too many penalties in this game. And way too many on that one drive.
Result of the penalty moves the ball back
with 50
to
seconds
the
to play in the
30-yard
second quarter.
line.
7 penalties on the Dogs and 4 on that drive, including the kickoff out of bounds.
This changes third short into a 3rd and 9 situation and probably puts Sambursky in a passing situation once again.
Southern just made it harder for itself. 3 receivers to the left side. He might see a huge blitz here. He's waiting. There's the snap. Nope, they just rushed 4. They have time. Now he pulls it down. He's going to run. He's hit from behind.
Joel Sambursky
32-yard line. Nice tackle by Mike O'Brien, an All-American candidate on the defensive line. It's 4th down, and that penalty really hurt. So the Salukis, their own worst enemy, on 2 of their last 3 possessions in this game. And Everhart's into punt. He's punting it well, a 51-yarder and a 48-yarder, and he's punting to Reggie Gray.
Back deep.
Furniture King scoring summary coming up. Western Illinois has 10 men up on the line of scrimmage. Might go after Everhart here. Here they go. There's the rush, and he got it out of there, but they might have got a piece of it up the far side at the 40 to the 35. It's a roll, and Everhart gets a great roll out of the thing, and is going to roll down at the 26-yard line. He was under siege, and either he shanked it or they got a piece of it. But Southern comes out of it pretty well unscathed. The scoring summary brought to you by the Furniture King just east of the University Mall, Carbondale, Southern Illinois' largest furniture store. Western led 7-0, then Southern ripped off 3 straight touchdowns, led 21-7 after 1 quarter. Western scored to start the second quarter to make it 21-14. Then Southern got a touchdown by Everhart and a field goal by Everhart, a touchdown by Abdul Kadir, led 31-14. Then it was 31-21. Then 34-21 Southern at the half. Now it's 34-28 now. Scoring summary brought to you by the Furniture King just east of the University Mall, Carbondale, Southern Illinois' largest furniture store. First down, here's Mick on a draw play with penalty markers down. They give it out to Lawson. And he runs out to the 29-yard line. So the officials discussed the penalty, and it's offside on Southern, and the Salukis continue to disintegrate in terms of penalties.
That last punt, by the way, for Everhart was a 43-yarder. Close to half of that was on the ground. He got that great roll.
Offside on the defense. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
43.
Please report back to the 710 merchandise
51 and 48 have been Everhart's punts
Thank you.
today. Ball is just across the 30-yard line. First down
to the Western Illinois
31-yard
line,
Western moving right to left here in the third quarter. Running backs are in and on. Tight end upright on the left side. Hand off to the tailback Lawson, and he runs to the 33.
Lawson on the carry.
On 1st and 5.
Eric Egan on the
Gain of
tackle
a couple
for Southern Illinois.
And it leads to second down, 2 yards to go. Jeff Morton is in the game for Cortez McBarry in Southern secondary. They need the 36 for a first down. The ball's at the 34. Now time call by the referee.
Timeout on the field.
And he wants to talk to two of his officiating mates. And I wonder if it's, well, let's see. Whatever the problem was, it's the head linesman's duty to solve it. And he's talking to one member of the chain crew across the way. So everybody seems to be on the same page now. Now, wait a minute. Southern's at home next Saturday. We're on the air at 6:30. Kickoff is 7 o'clock. The Salukis play Northern Iowa. It's the final night game of the season. Then the Salukis go away for a while, like for 3 weeks. They go to Illinois State, Southwest Missouri, and Youngstown. It's all gateway games the rest of the way. Ball is at the 34. Southern won on homecoming last year. Its only win under Coach Jerry Kill and company a year ago.
For the Leathernecks from their own 34-yard line.
Trying to make it 2 homecoming wins in a row. Second down, 2. Running backs are in an eye. 4-man rush. Fake the toss. Mickna to throw. He's throwing. He's caught by Coleman at the 46, and down he goes. First down, though. Crossing pattern, and they're starting to throw those medium-depth passes, which have been the toughest for Southern to cover here in the young season, and they are getting no pressure on Mickna, unlike in the first half.
20 first downs now on the day for Western. SIU with 14.
This game changed Western's final possession of the first half. Though Everhart tried to negate some of the change with a field goal, the feeling was clearly different, and Western has picked up where it left off. Dogs lead it still, 34-28, with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 4-man front, hand off to the tailback. It's Lawson. Southern smacks him at the line of scrimmage. There isn't anything there. And it's second down and long.
Western give themselves a much different look on the offensive side of the ball just by hanging on to the football. Yeah. So far here in the second half, they've done a better job of that.
Southern was the aggressor in the first half. Western clearly wasn't ready to play. Then started turning the ball all over the place 4 times, leading to 24 points.
From their own 49-yard line.
Then lost the top 2 tailbacks. Wide receivers go to either side. Backs are split behind Russ Mickna. 4-man front, there's the snap. It's a draw play. And Southern's there to bring it down.
Lawson on the carry, brought down in the backfield by Eric Egan.
It's third down and 10.
Egan's been active. There's been a couple of times when he hasn't wrapped people up, but he's been back there a lot, and that time he brings the runner down.
Western's rush for 170 yards. Now we have a time called here by Etzler.
Use the air horn, let's stop, or snap is imminent.
Somebody's blowing an air horn here in the ballpark. And Etzler with a warning. The ball is just inside the 48-yard line. It is third down and 9. Western's run for 169 has 301 total offense and 28 points. How about a stop here?
For the Leathernecks.
Third down and 9. They're going to play inside the game. Let's get to that point. Under 4 minutes to go, third quarter. 4-man front for SIU. Directly under center, Mickna. Southern blitzes. Mickna to throw. Pressure from McBarry. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete.
Mickna's
across the way. His receiver's hurt. The intended receiver came up lame, fell to the ground. Mickna hit the ground on a McBarry blitz. It was intended for Coleman, and Southern held on third down. Now it's fourth down, and the league's best punter, Mike Cypress, comes into the game for WIU, and that's a good stand by the Saluki defense.
And we can talk about a lot of things, but there is no
number 83,
comparison, Mike, to anything you can say other than when you put pressure on that quarterback, it changes everything.
Here's George to return it for SIU. That's the first time in the second half Southern's had pressure on the quarterback. 8-man rush here from SIU. About a Western mistake. Now back it off and rush 7. Here is, it's a halfback. They're going to fake it. Cypress throws, and they got a first down at the Saluki 40 and out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
Cypress's pass
Billy Burns
to
with
11,
the catch.
Billy Burns.
A perfect toss by Cypress, and Western Illinois connects on a fake punt. And both teams have run a fake kick in this game, and both teams have connected for a first down.
I was just getting ready to say punting's one of Western's strengths. We haven't even seen a punt from them yet. That's still going to be in the books that way because the fake punt goes as a first down.
Of 19 yards.
Now time called again by Bill Etzler.
Unofficial timeout on the field.
Once the offense has broken the huddle, the air horn cannot be sounded.
So Etzler still concerned about the air horn. Ball's at the 33-yard line.
Whoever's sitting around the person with the air horn
First and 10 Leatherneck
try to do a little
from
action.
the Salukis 33-yard line.
That works in high school. Wideouts go to either side. Tight ends are on either side. One running back. From the 33, there goes the air horn again. Southern's going to get penalized.
This is ridiculous. Yep.
Southern's going to be penalized for the air horn.
Penalty marker on the field.
And he's not irate at the official.
The air horn cannot be sounded.
And I think it's time to find the person with the air horn. And what if it's a Western fan?
How about that?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jerry Kill's out on the field.
there can be no artificial means of sound to be played.
And now Steve Fallon, the public address announcer. We've not seen this, is making an announcement asking.
Can you please refrain from
now
making
Jerry
any
Kill's out on the
artificial
field.
noise sounds,
And
or
they're
Southern
trying to find the
Illinois will be
person
penalized.
with the air horn.
If you would, please, as a head football
There's
coach,
Jerry Kill.
coach our football team, we do not need any penalties. Please work with us. Yell and scream as loud as you want. Just don't blow the horn. I mean, I want you to get excited.
Southern's penalized. I don't remember the head coach ever talking to the crowd here.
And you're probably right, Mike. Right now, Western Illinois fans are scrambling to Walmart to buy some air horns and get back there quick.
Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Southern's fans.
Well, how about that? A fake punt. You pick up the big first down, and then an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on whoever's blowing an air horn in this place.
Result of the penalty,
you're all the way down to the 23-yard line. Very unfortunate.
Western Illinois is down by 6. The ball is at the 18-yard line, and the crowd helps Western. Movement on the line. They take the snap. Penalty markers down. Southern smacks Lawson. Brandon Walker on the hit, but there's a penalty coming up on Western.
Brandon Walker on the tackle.
I wonder who it is with the air horn, and why hasn't somebody pointed them out? And why are they still in the park if they still are? Wherever they are, and it's in front of us somewhere, it can't be hard to find. Southern's all charged up. And that moves the ball to the 13-yard line, and the Salukis now have been penalized 9 times for 68 yards.
Result of the penalty moves the ball down to the Salukis 13-yard line. First and 5, Western.
For Western. 3:24 to play. Third quarter handoff left end. It's Lawson hit at the ankles, dives to the 11-yard line. Egan on the hit. Boy, Eric has played well here today. And one of the top candidates for the go-to guy of the game award.
Was made by 35
the Salukis lead right now at 34-28. It's 3rd down and 3 for Western Illinois. 3rd down coming up. The ball's at the 11.5-yard line. They need the 8 for a first down. Wide receiver goes to the right side. It's Lawrence
Matthews.
Matthews.
And 3 for Western from
a wide receiver
11.
to the left side is Terrence Hall. Running back turning on. 2nd down, blitz on, handoff. It's Lawson. He runs to the 5, down to the 4-yard line. They have a
Lawson
first down.
on the carry.
It's 1st and goal.
Alexis Moreland on the tackle.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Southern still has to get them stopped here. Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty or no. Ball's at the 5. It's going to be the 5-yard line is the spot. 1st and goal from the 5-yard line with 2:35 to play in the third quarter.
Lawson now 20 carries for 95 yards.
1st and goal.
He has to be the workhorse out here this afternoon for Western because of the injuries.
Wide to the right side, Ike Roberts. Running backs are in and on. There's the snap. Hand off to the tailback. It's Lawson. Southern's there. It's Egan again.
Lawson, the ball carrier.
Lost back to the 5.5-yard line. And now it's 2nd down and goal. Southern much more aggressive in this game, much more physical than it's been, but it's had some penalties in this game. 10 penalties in all for 73 yards. Hard to win doing that. Under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Southern once led 34-14.
No gain on the play. 2nd and goal.
It's 34
from the Southern
to 28 now. 2 tights, 1 wide out. from the 5-yard line. Second down. There's the snap. Hand off. Tailback. Lawson hit behind the line. Steps up. He's dropped for loss.
Lawson on the carry.
Third down and goal from the 6. Egan was in the area there, but it was Rockwell who was the principal hitter.
Andre Rockwell in
now
on the
it is
tackle
third
for the
down
Salukis.
and goal from just outside the 5-yard line.
No gain on the play.
Third down and
Brings
goal.
up third
Western
and
sends
goal
the play in via
for
Terrence
Western
Hall.
Illinois from the Southern Illinois 5-yard line.
Southern has to be aware of play action here. Mickna and the Leathernecks break the huddle. 2 receivers to the right side. 1 running back. Third down and goal from the 5.5. There's the snap. Play action. Here he is, the throw. Hit it. He throws it into the end zone. Egan picks it out of there.
Hits the pass incomplete. Intended for 19 R.J. Luke. 35 Eric Egan defending for the
Salukis
Salukis.
defense holds them to at least just 3 points unless they fake this
Fourth
thing.
down,
Pressure by
Western
McBury, and
Illinois.
again, Egan everywhere.
From
That
the
time
Southern
deflects
Illinois
the pass.
5-yard line.
And Western trying to get some points out of
Mike
this long,
Cypress,
crazy
83 on the
drive.
field.
Well, the fake field goal got him into Saluki territory. The unsportsmanlike
To hold
conduct
for
on
number
Southern, a
10,
Saluki
Justin
fan for
Langen.
blowing the air horn help.
Langen
But the
to
most they're
attempt
going to
a
get is 3.
22-yard
Southern's going to have
field
to
goal.
score again to win this game. A rare miss by Langen would help. Good snap and spot. He punches it up from 22, and he got it.
Langen's field goal
The kick
is
is good. Langen hits a 22-yarder. There's a break in the action. 50 seconds to play in the third quarter.
Western Illinois
Southern
31.
still leads it, but it's 3 now. 34-31. Back in a minute.
What were you expecting to pay for a new SUV? $20,000, $30,000, $40,000? Not at Ike Auto Parts. You can drive home in a new 2002 Kia Sportage priced at only $13,995. How? We are Southern Illinois' #1 import dealer with huge customer cashback offers on all 2002 Kias. Prices couldn't be any better. All new Kias come with an industry-leading long-haul warranty, 10 years or 100,000 miles.
South Carolina over Mississippi State 34-10.
And remember, you don't have the right price till you have Ike's price.
24.
Business person
In
professional
gateway
as
action
the
in the
biggest
second
problem
quarter,
we issue day to day on a
Illinois
basis,
State
lack of
Southwest
organization is.
Missouri
What need you
State,
some is
20-7.
organization. What need you is to back your life in order get. What need you? Shawnee Link Internet Service is the #1 Shawnee Link usable, reliable
Justin
for
George
tools
and Corey
and resources
Payne going back
employees
deep
for
for
your
Southern
website
Illinois.
hosting, high-speed internet access,
As
long
Mike
distance
Cypress
services, and more.
is
Much.
on the
For
field
a consultation,
to kick
call
off for Western Illinois.
1-800-461-3956 or click on www.shawneelink.net. Now right.
Western Illinois gets within 3 with 50 seconds left to play in the third quarter. And Cypress is ready to kick it off to Payne on the near side, George on the far side. They've been kicking it away from Payne. He hammers this one, and nobody will return this one, and Southern will start at the 20-yard line. It's the First Bank and Trust Company scoreboard. Banking with local advantage. First Bank and Trust Company of Murfreesboro. They have roots in Murfreesboro. We have Russ Eisenstein with scores.
Thank you, Mike Reis. I think Gene Green's love affair with ISU football ended after ISU beat Murray State earlier this year. Regardless of that, Redbirds 20, Southwest Missouri State 7. Final, Texas 17, Oklahoma State 15. 7-3, Stanford leads Notre Dame in the third quarter. Georgia 13, Alabama 3 in the second quarter. Northern Illinois 41, Ball State 29 in the fourth quarter. Penn State 21, Wisconsin 14, Twins 11, Oakland 2. Yankees lead Anaheim 1-0 in the bottom of the second inning.
Direct snap to Muhammad Abdul-Qadir. He runs off right in. Got a block to the 25. Lowers his shoulder and is brought down there. Brought up about 5 yards. They put Stanley Bryant, the backup quarterback in the game, line him at wide receiver, and snap it directly to Muhammad Abdul-Qadir.
Not much there. What he got, Mike, was a pretty good block from Brandon Robinson.
Banking with local advantage, First Bank and Trust Company of Murfreesboro. They have roots in Murfreesboro. Joel Sambursky is back into the ball game on homecoming at SIU. Dogs 34, Western 31. Haven't beaten this team in 18 years, 19 years. Haven't gotten close in 4 years. On the option, it's Sambursky. He stumbled. Now he pulls it down. He's trying to get off the left end. He's ankle tackled and lost 3 yards. Running for his life off the left side.
That play was doomed from the beginning.
We've come to the end of the third quarter. Through 3, it's 34-31. The Salukis lead Western Illinois.
And that's the end of the third quarter with the score, Southern Illinois 34, Western Illinois 31.
Make it shine and make it true. Make it
The SIU Alumni Association would like to congratulate Leroy Brandon, the recipient of the 2002 Alumni Achievement Award for distinguished service at Southern Illinois University, Carbondale. How about a nice round of applause for Leroy Brandon? A reminder, the Dogs take on the Panthers of Northern Iowa next Saturday evening at 7, part of Family Weekend, where the game sponsor is SIU University Housing. The first 1,500 fans will receive a glow-in-the-dark yo-yo courtesy of University Housing and their Southern Hospitality Night. Be sure to be at the game to enjoy the
Four SIU graduates were inducted as SIU Distinguished Alumni this weekend on Homecoming Weekend. They were praised for their professional accomplishments. This year's inductees, Chris Bury of ABC News, Albert Kern, a president and CEO of Thomas, Edward Moore Jr., retired Vice Admiral in the U.S. Navy. I'm sure he's admirable too. Edward Moore and Bill Norwood, retired United Airlines pilot, first black to receive the rank of captain at United. Recognized as SIU Distinguished Alumni this weekend by the SIU Alumni Association. Third down, 7, play action. Sambursky to throw. He has time. Throws to the far sideline. Too far for Abbott. Not sure it wasn't tipped. And the pass is incomplete. It's fourth down. And all of a sudden, Southern can't make yards or points offensively after scoring 34 in the first half, and Everhart's in the punt. After the ball game, it's the Baker Chevrolet Cadillac go-to guy of the game. We haven't picked a defensive player since the first week. We'll be hard-pressed not to pick Eric Egan. This week, he's been very good in the second half. It was a major reason Western only got 3 rather than a game-tying touchdown on its previous possession. Low snap, rushes on. Everhart gets it out of there. It's coming up. It's a fair catch signal, and it's grabbed by Gray. Penalty marker down. Did they run into Scott? They sure did. And a penalty's coming up on Western Illinois, it looks like. It is. Roughing the kicker. Is it enough to get a first down? Is it roughing or running into?
Penalty marker on the field. What do you have? Indication against Western.
We have a 5 yards running into the kicker.
It's not enough.
On the defense.
But he can punt better than that, so give him another punt. Or do you want to go for it here, Coach Kill? It's going to be 4th down and 2 after that penalty. See what they have in mind here. They're going to make him kick it again on 4th down and 2, and maybe Western will turn it over. They fumbled a punt in the first half. 2 of their 4 penalties have come on special teams. 2 of their 4 turnovers, rather, have come on special teams, but they didn't turn it over in the third quarter, did they? No, they didn't, and SIU didn't move the football either. No. These good teams know how to win it. They know when the pressure's on.
The penalty moves the ball.
They've come close to Everhart.
Illinois 28-yard line where it's 4th and 2.
They didn't just come close. They ran into him.
Everhart.
SIU Athletic Director Paul Kowalczyk moving through the stands here. I wonder if he found.
Gray back deep.
He sprinted to the press box after Southern was penalized. I wonder if they found the person that shot the air horn off. Everhart turned one way, goes back to the 2, trying to kick it out of there. He does. He's smacked again at the goal line. It hits at the 45 to the 50, and it rolls to the 40-yard line of Western Illinois. And there's another penalty on Everhart. You may be watching the greatest punt you're going to see in the next few years. Out in the world, he got that thing away and got anything on the field. Did he slip or did he misread a fake call? I don't know. Does it look like he turned around and fell down? Southern gets a first down. And Western comes back with a bonehead play of its own, and Etzler threw that flag very late, and Don Patterson is irate, the Western Illinois coach. It's a bonehead play, but it's a bonehead play that was made possible by somehow Everhart gathering in that punt like a shortstop and kicking it on the run and kicking it past the 50-yard line. Either Everhart slipped worse than he's ever slipped in his life, or he misread a fake, because the punt snap came directly back to him. He scrambled back to the 5, reversed and went further back to the 2 and kicked it while facing the sideline and kicked it 50 yards. And Southern is going to get a first down out of this thing. Kicked it almost out of the corner. And Southern gets a huge break here early in the 4th quarter. It should have been doomed, but instead gets a rough back-to-back running and roughing the kicker penalties on Western.
Regardless of what happened at the start of that play, if Everhart doesn't find some athleticism to do what he did, Mike, Western's got the football on about the 2-yard line.
Now time called here by Etzler, who's made more bizarre calls than he probably made. This has been a bizarre game for him more than any time. Now Patterson, the Western coach, thinks he just got jobbed. And he asked to meet with Bill Etzler, and Etzler, the referee, and rightfully so, agreed. And he is explaining to Etzler why they called what they called across the way. I think Patterson is going to argue that Everhart became a runner when he picked up that ball some 30 yards behind the line of scrimmage. But still he's a punter. And Southern has a first down. Western took a timeout to talk to the official and is charged with the timeout, and so it loses a timeout, has 2 remaining. And now Patterson continues his discussion with Etzler. Let's break for 30 seconds. 30 seconds to pause here at the MAC. What a bizarre game. It's 34-31 back in 30 seconds.
1952.
If you are a seafood lover, you're going to love this. Prairie Land Seafood, the same company that sells high-quality, locally produced seafood to your favorite restaurants, is now selling to the public. That's right, you can take home and prepare the same seafood you order at the restaurant. Just think of the money you'll save. Pick up a box or buy in bulk from Prairie Land Seafood. Open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4 on Route 154, 2 miles east of the square in Pinckneyville. Or call Prairie Land Seafood at 357-FISH.
With Gene Green, Mike Reis back at McAndrew Stadium. We're still discussing the call.
Everhart's down, and anybody comes up, he's trying to explain it to everybody down the track. Even the guys down there not sure exactly what they just saw.
We're still not sure if it was just a bad snap or Scott misread the fake, because he appeared to go right to the ground, as a punter does when there's a fake punt. But the snap came through and went back to the goal.
That's certainly not a point of field. You're going to try to fake it.
First down from the 43-yard line. There's the snap, handoff to the tailback to Muhammad. He runs to the line of scrimmage, so back breaks free, trying to get to the corner, does 50, 45, Western 40, 35, 40.
Muhammad Abdul-Qadir on the carry. Forced out of bounds by number 4, Victor Campbell, but not before enough yardage for another Salukis first down.
He had 5 total yards.
Their first cellular of Southern Illinois makes a donation to the Salukis Athletic Scholarship Fund every time the Salukis get a first down this season.
To get Southern all the way down to about the 32-yard line on a 25-yard run. That was a lot of second effort.
Southern is 14-26, remaining an 18-year losing streak to Western Illinois. Plenty of time. One wide receiver. Southern's at the 33. There's the snap. Handoff to the fullback. Brandon Robinson breaks the tackle at the 30. Runs to the 29. Those were 3 hard yards for Brandon. Hasn't been heard from since early in this game. Second down, 7. And did the officials blow the call when Everhart picked up the ball, ran back to the 1-yard line and toward the sideline, and then kicked it? Did he become a runner and thus was eligible to be roughed because they're trying to tackle him? Second down and a little bit less than 7 yards to go. Running backs in an eye. Wide receiver to the right side. 2 tight ends. Under center is the quarterback, Sambursky. Takes the snap, handoff to the tailback to Muhammad, trying to get to the left end. Breaks one tackle, but can't break another. He runs to the 38 to the 28. Gain of about 2. Now it is third down, and Sambursky and company need to connect here. It's third down and about 5 yards to go. Minute and a half gone here in the fourth quarter. Western Illinois this season, friends, has outscored its opponents 35-2 in the fourth quarter. Nobody's gotten a field goal. Nobody's gotten a touchdown against Western. Only a safety
Southern Illinois from the Western
in the first 4 games for the Leathernecks this year. Southern needs the 22 for a first down. Everhart's having a day, but 45 is what the field goal would be right now if Southern gains nothing here on third down. Running backs are in an eye. Western showing blitz, does. Option. Sambursky pulls back, looking to throw. Hit as he throws. Open out.
Sambursky pass complete. The pass middle. Equal Salukis touchdown.
thing that's maybe surprised Jerry Kill a little bit about Sam Persky his freshman season, Mike, is he knew he was going to be a good quarterback. He just wondered how he could take a hit. Well, he's surprising in a lot of ways. He was absolutely leveled as he threw that football, but he stayed in the pocket, made the touchdown. Southern gets a big one there.
No mistakes on the extra points here, boys. Here's Abbott to hold. Good snap and spot. Kick is up. It's right
Everhart
there.
point after. He's good.
12:53 to play in the game.
Left to play in the game. Southern Illinois 41. Western Illinois 31.
710 Bookstore is ready for a great season of Saluki football. This year, join 710 for all the excitement as the Salukis play under the lights. Whether it's under the lights or under the sun, 710 is what you need. Officially licensed sweatshirts, jackets, t-shirts, jewelry, golf accessories, hats, and more. Suit up for a new season at 710 Bookstore. At the game, on the strip, or the World Wide Web at 710.com. Spell it out, 710 Bookstore, the place for everything Saluki. 710 on the strip, Carbondale.
Everywhere I'd go, everybody said, hey, you're going to have night football to get things going there.
Saluki football coach Jerry Kill will tell you that lighting a stadium is no easy task, unless you're a member of the IBEW Local 702.
Would not have happened if it wasn't.
We'd like to thank Union Planners Bank for the t-shirts being thrown into the stands after every Saluki scoring play this season.
Our job now is
number 20, Scott Everhart on the field.
But it gives us a better chance.
Kick off.
It really does.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 702, making the world and McAndrew Stadium a brighter place.
SIU 41, Western Illinois 31. All kinds of time, 12:53 remaining in this game. Everhart on the approach, and here it is. Handover in, very high. To the 3-yard line, to the 5, to the 10, to the 15. And he's hit, brought down. Right there at the 18-yard line, and that's where Western will go in poor field position as Everhart is all juiced up, and the McDonald's Magic 95.1 honorary captain, Rachel Phillips from Pinckneyville, retrieves the tee.
How about a big special team tackle by Brad Brashear?
Harrisburg's Brad Brashear with a smack
the ball
at the
the Western
18-yard line.
Illinois 18-yard line.
Western back on the field. Lawson's third-team tailback, approaching 100 yards rushing in this game. 4-man front for SIU. McBary's up on the line to help on the run. Michna is hit as he throws to the near sideline. Incomplete. What a rush by Eric.
Michna's pass incomplete, intended for 18 Terrence Hall.
They haven't blocked him in the second half.
Well, and again, if you got that kind of pressure on the quarterback, he may get the ball off, but a lot of times he's not going to be where he wants to with it. Egan has been everywhere in this ball game.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Plenty of time. Saluki fans and players know all too well. This baby is not in the bank. Last week, the Salukis had a 14-point lead after 3 and midway through the fourth quarter and didn't win it at Eastern Michigan, lost in overtime. Lead by 10 here with 12.5 to play in the game at home. Wideouts to either side. There's the snap. Here's Michna on the run to Lawson. He runs to the 22. Williams has him and brings him down. Gain of about 4. Now it's 3rd down and 6. And the first of many big plays coming up for the Saluki defense. Coming up, it's the Brad the Furniture King scoring summary just east of the University Mall, brought to you by the Furniture King, Southern Illinois' largest furniture store.
This is the exact spot where Michna has hit some big passes up the middle. He's gone to the passing game in about third
and 5, Western Illinois from their own 23-yard line.
Receiver to the left side, listen to the Mac. Michna's directly under center.
Is the press box supposed to be shaking like this?
No. Blitz off the outside. Here they come. Quick out. It's caught by Coleman. Going to get a first down. No! Moreland made the tackle.
Michna's pass completes to 7. Casey Coleman brought down by 7. Alexis Moreland.
Gave the blitz. And Moreland had to make the tackle, and he did.
Well,
fourth down.
Around the ankles, and he was not going to let him kick free.
4th down. Cypress to punt.
On the field to punt, number 83, Mike
Cypress. Punt of the day. He's fumbled once in punt formation. Southern turned it into points. He's punting to Justin George. Cypress is standing at the 12. This clock will seem like it's not moving at all. 11.5 to play in the game. There's the snap. Southern setting for a return. Oh, great kick. Oh, man, what a kick. George turns back and hits at the 5 and goes into the end zone.
Cypress punt goes into the end zone.
60.
Resulting in a touchback.
70.
Southern Illinois takes over possession from their own 20-yard line.
63 yards. on the punt by Cypress.
And a lot of times that's because it's hit and bounced about 25 yards. That got about 10 yards on the bounce, but it was in the air for over 55 yards.
30-yard line is where George was standing. Cypress said, I got your 30-yard line, big boy.
My first on the 20-yard line.
My first inclination was to think, don't try to catch that, but that wasn't a problem. There was no way he could catch that.
Wideouts go to either side. Running backs are in an eye. Man in motion comes Abbott. Sambursky ready to take the snap, and he has it. Draw play. It's Muhammad. Breaks the tackle. He's to the 20, 25, 30. He's to the far sideline. Let's go. 40, 45, 50. One man with the leg. Beat him.
80-yard touchdown run for
Unbelievable against a very good team.
Number 20, Scott Everhart on the field to attempt the point after with 16 Courtney Abbott holding.
In the country. Everhart on the point after Southern by 16. Is it going to be 17? Awaiting the snap. Good snapping spot. The kick is up.
Everhart point after is good. With 10:57 left to play. Southern Illinois 48, Western Illinois 31.
Hi, I'm Vicki Scoggins with Century 21 Real Estate in Carter.
An 80-yard touchdown run for Muhammad Abdul-Qadir.
Now, in my present career with Century 21, I also take care of homes by finding my customers the home of their dreams. Because home is where our heart is. Give me, Vicki Scoggins, a call today. I'll put my heart into helping you.
This is Monty. He's a full-time student at SIU. Not too long ago, Monty got a student membership to the SIU Alumni Association for only $15. This $15 membership got him year-round discounts on restaurants, hobbies, furniture, hotels, and SIU services and apparel. All this and more for only $15. Right now, Monty is adding up all the money he has saved over the last few weeks with his Alumni Association membership. Let's see what he thinks. Call the Alumni Association at 453-2408, and you too can be like Monty.
For Western Illinois, 85 Reggie Gray. Number 20, Scott Everhart on the field. 2 kicks.
I thought I was done with puberty a long time ago. I've not seen a run like that, Gene. Here's the kick by Everhart. This one's headed for Elkville, and they're coming out. He's to the 5, he's to the 10. It's Gray down at the 15. Thank you.
Reggie Gray on the return.
17-yard return.
Have you ever seen an actual guy beat a guy down the sidelines with a burn like that? But then he had to stop and cut it back towards the middle of the field.
And you see 11-year-old Jonathan Cobble from Dongola, one of our McDonald's Magic 95.1 honorary captains.
You beat the same guy twice. He beat him on the angle on the sideline, stopped, made a miss, came back. The guy had great speed. I think it was Campbell, and he came close to him again, but beat him with a headlong dive for the end zone.
First and 10, Leatherneck.
That, his 75-yarder last week and the 30-yarder here 2 weeks ago. Just amazing runs. Just amazing. And much like Tom Koutsos 4 years ago bailed out Southern when Carlton Carpenter came apart, then Southern's leading rusher, Abdul-Qadir has bailed out Southern with Koutsos' injury. Wow. The ball is at the 20-yard line. We have a delay. Bill Etzler called time, reestablished things. There's all kinds of time. 10:48 left. Southern's up by 17 at home. Here is Mickna to throw. He has time. He throws, caught by Coleman at the 30, 31-yard line. It'll be easy to let up, but Southern can't let up. This is the 8th-ranked team. You're up by 17 at home. You have to win this game. Ball's at the 31-yard line, but you got to make plays here with momentum clearly on your side.
30-yard line, 31-yard line.
Or you just think the next time you get the ball, you can give it to Muhammad, and he's going to score, and we'll just match him the rest of the way. Back to throw is Mickna. He has a rush, steps up, avoids it. Hit by Beard, gets away. Hit again, got away from Egan. Runs to the 40, and Mickna had 9 yards on that play. That was a great run. Whitaker brought him down.
Brought down by 34,
guys
Royal
coming from all
Whitaker.
angles, and every once in a while you just got to tip your cap. That was a tremendous effort by the
Gain of
quarterback.
9 yards.
At the 40-yard line, 10:20 to play in the game. SIU leads it, stunning Western Illinois 48-31 at the MAC. They run the ball here with Lawson. He runs to the 44-yard line and gets the first down. That'll stop the clock. Out at the 44-yard line, Southern puts 4 new players in, all linemen.
Eric Egan and Cortez McFerry.
This defense has been on the field quite a bit. Western has 361 yards. So many big plays in this game.
Western Illinois.
But none better and bigger than the roughing the punter call whenever hard punted for Southern. Here's Mickna. The pressure. Hit. Down. They gain about 4. Williams got it behind it. Second down and 6. 10 minutes to play. You keep looking at that clock. It just now got out of double digits. There's still plenty of time. Remember, Southern led by 14 at Eastern Michigan in the 4th quarter last week when Eastern Michigan scored to cut it to 7 with about 7 minutes to go in the game, and Southern eventually lost in overtime. Second down, 6 yards to go. Southern can use some stops here. Mickna to throw to the sideline. It's caught at the 45 by Coleman, runs to the 40 and out of bounds.
That's really been the best play he's had all day long, is that little short sideline pass.
It looks like Western's going to roll the field here now. Does Southern's offense have the ability to eat up some serious clock here? And Kill wouldn't be thinking right now that
gain of 11
give
yards.
it to Muhammad for another 80-yarder and they'll score too quick. But he might. Southern needs some time to come off that clock. Got out of bounds. 9:37 to play in the game. It will seem like an eternity, this final 9.5. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver right. 1 running back. Lawson's out of the ball. Nope, he's a wide receiver to the right side. Mickna to throw. Everyone out in a pattern. He has time. Throws a quick post. It's caught at the 10. He's to the 5. It's a touchdown. Boy, they made that easy. This game is not over. 9:31 remaining in the game. It only took them a minute to roll the field, and Mickna throws another touchdown to Luke, the second time they've hooked up today, and Western Illinois stays in the ball game.
On the field,
it's 48-37.
Number 10,
touchdowns on the year for Luke, both in this ball game. That one a 40-yarder.
Southern's got to keep its defense off the field for a while here. It'll take another touchdown to be sure, but it needs time to come off that clock. Here's Langan on the extra point for Western Illinois. The kick is up, and it is good. Let's break for a minute. SIU 48, Western Illinois 38.
Western Illinois
Saluki fans, go crazy! You've got Saluki pride. Show it, flaunt it. Tell the world you love the dogs. Saluki Central on the strip in Carbondale. T-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, button-downs, custom gifts, glassware, everything you need to show your great and Saluki pride. It's the largest and most eclectic selection of Saluki stuff in Southern Illinois. So before you go to the game, grab some new Saluki gear from Saluki Central on the strip in Carbondale. If you love the Salukis, go crazy at Saluki Central.
If you use your
McDonald's loves to see you smile. And if you're between 8 and 12 years old, McDonald's would love to see you be the honorary captain at the next SIU home game. Sign up today at participating McDonald's. 2 boys and 2 girls will be chosen for each game to help with the coin toss and retrieve the tee after kickoffs. You'll be announced to the crowd at the game by Mike Reis on Magic 95.1. The 2002 McDonald's honorary captains. Sign up at participating McDonald's today.
Hi, Pat Benton inviting you to weekday mornings on the celebration of life.
83 Mike Cypress on the field to kick off for Southern Illinois.
As we go along, we'll bring you the Furniture King scoring summary brought to you by the Furniture King just east of the mall in Carbondale, Southern Illinois' largest furniture store. End-over-end kick. Here's Corey Payne, 5 yards deep. You coming out? No, he's going to stay there. Southern led 21-7 after 1 quarter. The Salukis led 34-21 at halftime. Led 34-31 after 3. And we have a penalty marker down in this play. And now it's 48-38 here with 9:24 to play in the game. There's a penalty marker down across the way on a kickoff that Corey Payne caught in the end zone. It's a personal foul on Western. Muhammad Abdul-Qadir has 4 touchdowns, none more exciting, and one we may never see more exciting than his 80-yarder 2 minutes ago.
We have a personal foul on the kicking team that will be assessed. from the 20-yard line, first down.
And SIU gets the ball at the 35-yard line. The scoring summary brought to you by the Furniture King just east of the mall, Carbondale, Southern Illinois' largest furniture
Result of the penalty
We'll see if
places the ball at the Southern Illinois 35-yard line. First and 10.
Mishap right there hurts Western Illinois. Southern's going to take over on their 20. Looked like there's a little mouthing going on down there. And you look up, SIU's out there 35.
Western with 7 penalties in this game. Southern with 10. 2 tights, 2 running backs as Southern lines up to run it. Against the 4-man front, it's Muhammad. Hits the hole on the left side, runs to the 40, 30, 45, 50. Will he do it again? No.
Abdul-Qadir on the carry.
What's wrong with you, Muhammad?
I'll tell you what,
to play.
the last one he was trying to break.
31, Ryle Irish on the tackle.
Ryle Irish, one of the defensive backs, had him around the
But
ankles.
not
If he'd have
before
been able to
enough
get free of
yardage
that
for
one, Mike, he may
another
have been off to the races
Salukis
again.
first down.
15-yard run for
Gain of
Muhammad.
15
That
yards.
puts him at 229 in this
SIU
game.
from
And
midfield.
for the season, 980 unofficially. He's headed for 1,000 yards in 5 games. 5 games. 2 tights. Abbott wide to the left side. First down from midfield. Muhammad again, yes. Off right guard to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Second down.
On the carry.
He hasn't played.
Wait a minute. And a flag's thrown late in there.
Penalty markers on the
So
field.
we have some mouthing and some shoving. Jerry Kill 5 yards out on the field, hoping that this thing isn't his guys. They've had 3 of those in this game. Personal foul, Southern. It is on his guys.
Oh, that's
preliminary indication against Southern Illinois.
That is bad.
You're on a roll. You've already taken advantage of 1 penalty. Abdul-Qadir gets you out to midfield, and then you have a breakdown in that fashion.
Dead ball. Personal foul on the offense. 15 yards from the end of the line.
Wow.
It'll be second down.
And about 20 yards to go. Into the ball game comes Hollingshed. Rashid goes out for Southern.
End result, they're basically right back where they started.
Southern's all hyped up here today. Hasn't been in a game like
Result
this
of the
against
penalty.
Western in 4 years. Hasn't beaten Western since
Moves the ball
83.
back
Stinging
to the Southern
from
Illinois
last Saturday's loss at
37-yard
Eastern
line.
Michigan. The Southern's lost control on occasion.
Second and 23.
That's the 11th penalty on
for the
Southern. That is very unlike Southern this season. The Salukis have had only 37 penalties coming into this game, their first 5 games. Second down, they need the 40 of Western for a first down. Here is a drop play to Muhammad. He runs to the 40, 45, 50. Will he get it back? He got back to the line of scrimmage. He got the penalty back. Boys, if you're going to mess it up, I'll get it back for you, but
Number 4,
I can't keep doing
Victor
this.
Campbell on the initial
Muhammad
hit for Western.
Abdul-Qadir. My goodness, what a job he's done here today. My goodness, what a job he's done.
Gain
And this
of
is against
13
the
yards.
8th-ranked team in the country.
Brings
The ball
up
is just
third
shy
and
of
10
midfield.
for the Salukis.
Third
from
down,
midfield.
10.5 yards to go. They give it to Muhammad when he makes 10.5. 2 tights, 2 running backs and a 9. Ready to take the snap. It is Sambursky off play action to throw. Setting up, floats it to the sideline. Robinson, shutdown pass.
Sambursky pass intended for 25.
All the way to the sidelines by
Incomplete.
number 26, Shannon
Penalty markers on the field.
Who holds his
26,
hands
Shannon
outstretched as
Spitzer.
if he didn't do anything wrong. The
Defending,
official was right
along
on
with
the play.
31,
Brandon
Ryle
Robinson
Irish.
stood no chance to catch that. And the Dogs are going to catch another Western Illinois break with 7:40 to play. Oh, Kill seen this 2 straight weeks. Hands on knees. He was all over Brandon Robinson as it came to the sideline, but the ball's ruled uncatchable, and it's 4th down.
The ball was thrown over his head, Mike, but it's a hard thing to gauge on that one, whether he would have been far enough to evade a catch right at the sideline. He was bumped for about 5 yards.
On the field.
Everhart is in the punt.
With 85
From the
Reggie
far
Gray
hash,
back deep
Southern
to
needs a
return.
big one out of Everhart with 7:40 to play in the game.
That's a big call.
Yes, it is. 48-38. The Salukis lead by 10. Here is Fritzler to snap it. They roughed him twice. His previous kick's low snap. Has time, gets it out of there. It's a high kick. It's headed to the far sideline. Running up, grabbing it's Gray at the 25. Pop right down there at 23. Penalty marker down. Right in the area where McCullough made the
85
tackle.
Reggie Gray
Curtis
on the
Jones of the
return.
Salukis looks at the back judge who threw it and howls about the call.
Penalty markers on the
And
field.
now Jerry Kill's out on the field, and he's yelling at the line judge.
He didn't call for a fair catch, did he?
I don't think he did. And that might be what the flag's about. And the field judge
tried to advance it.
Now the officials are discussing it. Southern would like it if this flag was picked up. 7:31 to play in the game. 3 officials are still discussing it.
I wasn't expecting to see SIU that hit like that, but it looked like
it's procedure on the Salukis, and it's interference on the Salukis.
Well, that's that
preliminary
call.
indication against Southern
Being
Illinois.
too close to the, that's what it.
Apparently he signaled for a fair catch. I never saw his arm.
We have an illegal formation on the offense, only 6 men on the line, and then we have, that penalty is declined. And then we have 10 yards in the donut ball against the kicking team that will be assessed from the end of the kick, first down.
Jerry Kill out on the field. He does not have to signal.
Saluki fans, if you have a group that wants to
For the
tailgate a
fair
football
catch,
game,
it's the
just join our
donut rule, a
Saluki Row and get
circular
great deals on
area
food,
around the
tickets,
return
tents,
man.
and food.
Kill
For
gets the
details and have a
explanation
great
from the
time with your
officials,
group at the game,
disagrees
call
with it, puts the
453
headphones back on, and gets back to the
5153.
sideline.
We've seen that call more in the last
51,
year and a half than we did it years and years prior.
The ball on the Western
The ball is
Illinois
at the 36-yard line. There's plenty of time. The Salukis led at this point last week by 14.
Have a correction on the penalty. The receiver signals for a fair catch, and then was hit afterwards. That is a dead ball, personal foul. It will be 15 yards from the end of the hit.
It was the quickest signal in the history of it. He ran up 10 yards, and apparently he was signaling on the fly.
Oh, boy.
And that moves it to the 39-yard line. Instead of a 10-yard penalty, it's a 15-yard penalty. And these guys have had a rough day, Bill Etzler and his crew, but they've also had a lot of bizarre calls, plus they've had to maintain control in a highly spirited, highly competitive game.
Evidently SIU didn't see the fair catch call either.
48-38, here's Mickna to throw. He has time to throw to the far sideline. Man wide open, caught it 40, 35-30. One man with an angle. It's Gatson on the hit, and he ran him out of bounds.
Mickna's
At
pass
the 8-yard
complete to
line,
R.J. Luke.
9-yard line, and Western is within 9 yards of moving within 3 points.
Knocked out of bounds by
Rockwell
Chris
slipped,
Gatson.
Mike, and left the receiver wide open. The ball was almost overthrown, but goes for the big gain. And this game just gets more bizarre by the minute after thrashing out that last call on the penalty prior
Gain of
to
52 yards.
this long pass play
Gives
for
Western
52
Illinois
yards
a
to
first
Luke.
and goal to go.
Southern isn't going to lose
From the
this
Southern
game, is
Illinois
it?
9-yard
It led
line.
by 17 with 11 minutes to go in the game. And now, 3.5 minutes later, Western is threatening to make it a 3-point game. Wideouts to either side, running backs are 9. Mickna runs a draw play to Lawson. He's hit at the 6 and brought down at the 5.
Lawson on the carry.
And even if they're going to score, if they can make them
34
use
Royal
another
Whitaker on the
minute
tackle.
and a half or 2 minutes, that would help too. Southern's gotten some breaks in this game, but Southern's
Gain of
earned
4
some
yards.
breaks in this
Second
game with
and
its
goal.
play.
Western Illinois.
And it can use
From the
another
Southern
break,
Illinois
if not a
5.
stop. Wideouts go to either side, running backs are split. Mickna's gone the distance. It's quarterback for Western Illinois. Takes a snap. Here he is to throw. His hit, gets away, hit again, throws into the end zone for Luke. One hands it, and did he catch it? He did.
Mickna's pass complete to R.J. Luke for a Leatherneck touchdown.
The field judge makes the call, tad tardy, on a fade pattern to Luke. It's his 3rd touchdown reception, and 8th-ranked Western Illinois is within 4 with 6:45 to play in the game.
It's an incredible catch, a one-handed catch right in the corner of the end zone. That time, SIU again had a lot of pressure on the quarterback.
Number 10, Justin Langan on the
hung
field.
in there, put that little pass right in the corner. It was barely in.
Now Langan on the point after, and Western Illinois in 4.5 minutes has cut it from 17 to 4, and Langan is bidding to make it 3. Here is the kick. It is up.
Langan's point after is good, and with 6:45 left to play in the ballgame,
is the score.
Southern
The
Illinois
Salukis lead
48,
by 3.
Western
and we'll be back in
Illinois
a minute.
45.
710 Bookstore is ready for a great season of Saluki football. This year, join 710 for all the excitement as the Salukis play under the lights.
Whether it's under the lights or under the sun, 710 is what you need. Officially licensed sweatshirts, jackets, t-shirts, jewelry, golf accessories, hats, and more. Suit up for a new season at 710 Bookstore. At the game, on the strip, or the World Wide Web at 710.com. Spell it out, 710 Bookstore, the place for everything Saluki. 710 on the strip, Carbondale.
SIU's beaten Northern Iowa 2 years in a row in Carbondale. The Panthers are at Southern Saturday night. The Dogs are sponsored in part by Salukis Central. Go crazy with SIU apparel from Salukis Central. By First Cellular, SIU Athletics official wireless provider. By Wright Doing Center, Murfreesboro and Sparta, making all your home dreams come true. And by Prairie Land Seafoods Pinckneyville, selling fresh catfish, shrimp, and more direct to you. SIU Northern Iowa from the MAC at 6:30 on Magic 95.1.
Corey Payne. With 83, Mike Cypress on the field for Western Illinois to kick off.
Southern's let a 17-point lead go to 3 with 6:45 to play. And here is the kickoff by Cypress. Southern's replaced Justin George with Jay Upthegrove on the return. He's on the near side. Payne's on the far side. Western's yet to kick the ball to Payne. The only time he's caught it has been in the end zone. And here's Cypress with a strong leg, hammers this one. And it is Payne, 3 yards deep, kneels down, and Southern will start at the 20-yard line with 6:39 remaining in the game.
In this game, right before this game started, Jerry Kill saying that his goal, obviously, win the football game, but to see his club get better every week. And he said, I don't know about anything else, but I think we will get better here today. And in a lot of ways they have, but this has still turned into another shootout.
The ball on the
they still probably in the back of their minds have the shootout from last week still up there.
He also wanted to be in the game in the fourth quarter, and they are, but they had command of the game 5 minutes ago. And he backs running on. Muhammad Abdul-Qadir is the tailback. There's the snap, and it's the fullback, and it's Brandon Robinson. He's smacked at the 23-yard line. Western's going to be going for that football. Gain of about 4. They bring up second down and 6. Clock rolling. Western has 2 timeouts left.
Brandon Robinson
they called their only timeout of this game so far to yell at the refs.
That's been key for Southern. And no turnovers in the ball game, although they came close on the one play on the bad snap or bad miscommunication on the punt.
Gain of 4 yards brings up
Southern's been error-free in that regard, and Western has cleaned up that part of their game here in the second half.
Southern's allowed 135 points. Its last 4 ball games. Leads this one 48-45. There's the snap. Draw play to Muhammad. Breaks one tackle at the 25. First down near half 35. Out to the 40-yard line. It's a first down for Southern Illinois as he approaches 240 yards rushing in this game. 5:52 to play in the contest.
Smart football by Ryan McAllister. He did not throw a block on that play, Mike, but he was trying to. He got in a position where he was not going to be able to throw the block without probably drawing a penalty. He backed off. Muhammad Abdul-Qadir got the yards anyway.
First down for the Dogs at the 40-yard line. Clock rolling, 5:40 to play. Tight end on the right side, tight end on the left side. Wide to the right side, Abbott. Oh, a win here could do so much for Southern. Sampersky trying to milk the play clock. Takes the snap, hand off to the tailback to Abdul-Qadir. He runs to the 42 to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it's second down and 7.
The ball carrier.
Coming up on 5 minutes to play in the game. It should be under 5 minutes when Sampersky takes the next snap.
39, John Kowalski in on the tackle.
Abdul-Qadir with another game to end all games. Southern with 413 yards total offense, but the game is not in Southern's yards. It's not over.
Brings up second and
by the way,
for the
Matt Miller's been in and out since he was hurt the first time. Bryce Schaefer is in there now for Southern at that right tackle spot. Miller started the second half. Allen has got a touchdown pass in this game, wide to the left side. Abbott wide to the right side. He's thrown a pass in this game on a fake field goal. Here's a pullback. Play action. Sampersky pulls it down. He's going to run to the near sideline. Joel to the 40. Down at the 43-yard line. Shut down. That's the line of scrimmage. And it's going to bring up third down with 4:30 to play. Clock rolling. And Southern got a kind call there to say he was inbounds. But it's third down.
Blasted by Cornell Middlebrook, who just shoved him in the back and appeared to shove him out of bounds, but not the case.
Ball is just across the 43-yard line.
Gain of 1 on the play.
Midfield for first down. Hanging on to its life. A win that could help a rebuilding program turn the corner. Is 4 minutes away. But they need another first down, much like they needed against Eastern Michigan last week. Samberski taps both sides of his helmet, dips it directly under center, and takes the snap on third down. It's a draw play to Muhammad. Cuts off to the left end. Not there. They dropped him for a loss. Back at the 41-yard line. It's fourth down. And Everhart will have to punt it away with 3:40 clock rolling here to play in this game. Southern couldn't get that much-needed first down. And Western Illinois, which has scored twice in the last 5 minutes, gets the ball again. And here we go with another heart stop.
And they've really been coming after Everhart on these punts. We'll see what they do here. 3:24 and counting in this ball game.
He's punted 3 times today, averaging 39 yards per punt. Awaiting the snap, Everhart at the 27-yard line. Western has a 10-man front. There's the snap. Here's the rush. Low snap. He got it out of there, but it's high. They got a piece of it. He hits the deck. There's no flag. It hops at the 33. Takes a Saluki hop to the 30. Down to the 29-yard line. There was no flag on that play, and Southern is irate.
He was drilled.
And there's no flag on that play at the 29-yard line. And Everhart to the sideline until storms the sideline, the Saluki coach.
I guess the call is that he was blocked into the kicker, but I did not see that.
2:58 left to play on homecoming at SIU. The Dogs defense is back on the field. The Ian Baker Chevrolet Cadillac go-to guy in the game coming up after this game. Eric Egan and Muhammad Abdul-Qadir, the top candidates. Southern, on a day it's given up 45 points, needs a stop, and maybe the crowd can help. Wideouts to either side, running backs will split. 2:58 to play in the game. Nickna takes the snap, it's a draw play. It's Lawson, he cuts back to the 35-yard line. He gained about 6, and leaves the second down and 4. Western has 2 timeouts, Southern has 3 timeouts.
McBerry on the tackle.
This is just like last week at Eastern Michigan.
Gain of 6 yards.
Wideouts to either side, running backs are split. Directly under center now is Mickman. Here he is to throw on 2nd and 4. Has time. Wide open, it's Luke to the 40, to the 45, and out to the 49-yard line in Western territory. First down for Western Illinois with 2.5 to play in the game.
By Chris Gadsden.
And Western Illinois trailed at the 10:57 mark by 17 points and has come storming back in a fashion that Saluki players and fans have seen all too much over the last 20 years.
The first and 10 from their own 49-yard
and they are
line.
within 3 with 2.5 to play, and they are 51 yards from the go-ahead score. Wideouts to either side. Running backs are split. Directly under center, it is Mickman. Southern rushes 4. He has plenty of time. Still throwing. It's caught by Coleman to the Saluki 44-yard line, where he's grabbed by Gadsden. Inbounds, 2:20 to play, and it's second down and short. Veteran quarterback Russ Mickna, M-I-C-H-N-A, brings Western to the line of scrimmage for the Saluki punt. Ball's at the 45-yard line, second down, 4 yards to go. There's the snap, everyone out in a pattern. Rushes on, it is, he throws wide open, Luke caught it at the 26-yard line.
Mickna's pass complete to R.J. Luke.
He dropped it in there beautifully. And Western is 26 yards away from storming from behind, and Southern once again is only able to stop the pass when it gets pressure on the quarterback.
That's Mickna's 20th completion out of 30 attempts today, and now over 300-yard mark, 318 officially on the day.
Southern might be gassed on the defensive side of the ball. Let's see if the Salukis try to shoot Egan here. It's been pretty effective here today. With Whitaker at linebacker, first down at the 26. They do blitz. Back to throw, he's in pressure. It is, he broke down.
Down in the backfield by 94, Lionel Williams.
35-yard line, a loss of 8, and Western takes one of its 2 remaining timeouts. It's second and long. Lionel Williams with the sack of the year. Lionel Williams with the sack of the year, but Eric Egan set it up, Gene.
He's been amazing. He's been in 13 tackles here on the day, and he's also had a number of times where he's hurried the quarterback or chased him out of the pocket. That time Lionel Williams finished him off. Eric Egan's been everywhere today, and Lionel Williams also came up big there.
Southern's got to dig down deep. This defense is gassed, man. It's played a lot in the last 11 minutes of this game. But Williams and Egan had enough to get through there. Tracy Clays, the Saluki defensive coordinator, brought Egan and Whitaker on the play. Egan got through. He hurried Mickna. He stepped up, and he stepped right into Lionel Williams, who brought him down back at the 35-yard line. The biggest sack for Lionel Williams' young career. Much is expected of him. He just picked up his second-and-a-half sack of the season. There's still plenty of time. 1:51 left. Western trails by 3. Crowell at speed. Ball from Saluki 35. Southern blitzing again. Here they go. Pressure on.
Down in the backfield by 34, Royal Whitaker.
It's third down. They need the 16-yard line for a first down. And Western has taken its final timeout. Western has taken its final timeout. We'll keep it here. And here it comes. And you hate to say that one play will determine whether Southern's rebuilding of its football program happens now or later. But it's quite possible. 1:36 left. The ball's at the 45. They need the 17-yard line, and it's third down.
Well, they got two cracks at it. They're going to try to get in at least field goal territory, but SIU with two defensive stops has pushed them back, made it a 3rd and 29. So we'll see, Mike, if they're going to go for the long pass, the touchdown, or just try to get in field goal territory. Again, that short passing game has been pretty good to Victor here this afternoon.
We'll try to use it here perhaps to get themselves in field goal territory for Langen, whose longest is 47, and he's 7 of 10 on field goals this year. He is very good. It's a 3-point game. Ball's at the 45. Remember, they made the 17 first down. 3rd and 29. Mickna is in shotgun. Southern's going to bring Whitaker again. Culver's hit on the snap. Picks it up at the 40. He's going to be hit, gets away. Throws it up the far sideline for Luke. And he caught it at the 36, and they interfered with him. They interfered with Luke at the 41-yard line. There's another marker down where Mickna went down.
Well, nothing's easy. SIU a split second away from bringing the quarterback down about the 35-yard line, and we'll have to sort out these flags.
Snap went over his head, and Southern is going to be penalized here. There's pass interference, we think, on Luke. When Luke went for the ball at about the 37-yard line. They also ran into Mickna, and there's a flag back at the 35. And on a day where Southern's committed 12 penalties. Pass interference on Southern, and that'll give them a first personal foul, roughing the passer on Southern.
Good night.
Personal foul and pass interference. And even if Luke had caught it, he wasn't going to get the first down. And Mickna still could have made a play if they didn't rough him.
In a game that's been very bizarre in a lot of ways. Who in their right mind would figure that on a ball snapped over the quarterback's head?
On the defense, the result of the play was a completion, and we also had a personal foul roughing the passer, which was a tack on to the end run, 15 yards, first down.
Kill is irate. He turns around and gets right in the line judge's face. And it's tacked on at the end of the play, and he storms up the sideline, takes off his hat, and follows the line judge. I mean, he's irate. He is storming the sideline. Pass interference, and then they tacked on the personal foul penalty. And the ball is at the Western 21, Saluki 21, and they have a first down.
This is so deflating, Mike, when your defense has just played its tail off the previous 3 downs to have this happen.
1:28 left to play in the game. It's a first down on 3rd and 29. They get it on penalties. The snap, Mickna the throw, throws it out near sideline. It's caught by Coleman at the 15-yard line, trying to get out of bounds. He's shoved out of bounds at the 9-yard line. And they're just 9 yards away from the go-ahead touchdown or a game-tying field goal.
Knocked out of bounds by Chris Getson.
And even on 3rd and 29, Saluki football struggles. The ball at the 9-yard line.
Gain of 13 yards.
1:22 to play in the game.
Somewhere along the way, they keep thinking
first and goal to
something
go
like
from
that
the
bad
Southern
snap.
Illinois 8-yard line.
Some kind of break will go their way. This is just absolutely incredible.
They got a bad snap, and Western still gets the first down. 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers. Need another big play. Blitz is on. They throw it into the end zone, and they overthrow the intended receiver.
Pass
And it's second down. They went for the win.
Intended for 89.
Now it is second down and goal from the 9-yard line with 1:19 to play.
Gatson defending for the Salukis.
Ball game coming up on 3.5 hours old. The ball's at the 9-yard line. Western Illinois trails by 3. How in the world can it happen to a team 2 straight weeks? And really for 20 years.
Second and goal to go.
Wideouts to either side, running backs are split. Ready to take the snap. Here it is. Mickna to throw. He has time. Throws the end zone. Overshot him. Incomplete. Jackson over the intended receiver. It's 3rd down and goal.
Intended for 18.
3rd down has been a deadly down for Southern in this game.
Defending for the Salukis.
The Salukis have led by 17 twice in this game, once with 11 minutes to go. But the game is still in the balance.
The ball
Mickna
on
gets
the
the play
Southern
call.
Illinois
1:15 to play in the
9-yard
game.
line.
The
It's
crowd tries to
3rd
help
and
on
goal.
homecoming. The
Western
ball's at
Illinois.
the 9-yard line. 2 receivers to the left side. Tight end on the right side. Luke, who's caught 3 TDs in this game. Quick count. Back to throw. Blitz is out. He has time. Throws into the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown.
Mickna's pass complete to 7. Casey Coleman in for 11
And Western
touchdown.
leads for the first time since the 11-minute mark of the first quarter.
3rd touchdown of the year for Coleman. SIU now with 1:11 to come back and try to win this football game. But, Mike, that's just
Number 10, Justin
so
Langan on the
deflating
field
for
to
this
attempt
team
the
to have
point
something
after with Mike
bizarre like
Cypress
that lead
holding.
to this scoring drive.
51-48. Western Illinois leads. Point after coming up for Langan. Low snap, but they get it up. The kick is good. 52-48. Southern has all of its timeouts and 1:11 remaining in the game. And it's 1:11 from either a stirring comeback and a win or 1:11 from it happening again. We'll keep it here as Southern Illinois University has played its heart out, but is still down 52-48, and a big reason, the 13 penalties, none bigger than the 2 that were called on Western's final drive.
Bill is still pleading his case to one of the officials. He is frustrated.
Southern roughed the passer. Southern interfered with a receiver, and this happened last year at Northern Iowa. Southern played them tough. Got ripped for a bunch of in the donut penalties on returns, punts that were returned for touchdowns. Gosh, if you're going to rough the passer, if you're going to interfere with the receivers, make sure they don't catch it. Jay up the Grove and Corey Payne to return.
That's a hard run for the passer penalty too, Mike.
Kick off
On
for
a bad
Western
snap.
Illinois.
He's running around trying to make something happen with the football. It's not like he
14
stood
Jay
up in the pocket to throw the ball.
22 Corey Payne back deep.
But Southern got a call too on Everhart running for his life. All right, here's Cypress to kick it off. 1:11 to play. Up the Grove and Payne hoping for a return. It's end over end, and it's very deep, and this really helps Western. They'll have to start at the 20-yard line as Payne downs it 5 yards deep. And redshirt freshman quarterback Joel Sambursky,
will take over possession
who
from
in
their
the
own
second
20.
half has led his ball club to 2 touchdowns. One of them a touchdown pass. Needs a touchdown in the worst way. A field goal does not help. It's 52-48. Southern Illinois has all of its timeouts. The ball's at the 20-yard line as it tries to end 18 years of losing to Western Illinois. Sambursky and shotgun. Muhammad is alongside him. Fritzler snaps. Here he is to throw. Pulls it down. Hit. Gets away. Hit again. Brought down on the line of scrimmage. Boy, Western only rushed 4 and Southern's gassed. Southern is gassed.
Brought down by 39.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Three receivers to the left side. Clock is under a minute, 45 seconds left. Sambursky takes the snap. Penalty markers on the field. Here's Bill Etzler, the referee.
Dead ball. Full start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
That's the 14th penalty on Southern today. On a day that Western's gained 538 yards, Southern's helped with 123 yards worth of penalties.
2nd and 15, Salukis.
And the 2 penalties on the drive that's given Western the lead, and the 3 personal foul penalties on the drive for their touchdown right before the half were huge. 3 receivers to the left side. There's the snap. Sambursky to throw. It's second down. He throws. Caught by Robinson. 35 to 40. Up the far sideline. Tripped and dropped off the 45-yard line. So the Dogs get a first down. 30 seconds left. And they still have a life. Ball's at the 45-yard line. So Southern connects on a long
That
run.
was enough yardage for another Salukis first down. Gain of 30 yards. First and 10
that gives
from
the
the
Dogs some
45.
life. And Western's going to rush 3, now 4. There's the snap. He kills it to stop the clock with 38 seconds left. They've got 3 timeouts.
That's what I was getting ready to say, Mike. I don't know if I'd give away a down.
They gave away a down. They gave away a down, lost 2 seconds by killing the clock. He's got 3 timeouts. Now he gets the next play call. So Sambursky, either a brain cramp or he forgot, or he didn't know. Now a tight end, McAllister on the right side. Robinson, Abbott, Allen wide to the left side. Second down, 10. Western's going to bring a linebacker. Here's the throw they got Sambursky. They're going to sack him back at the 34-yard line.
Sambursky down in the
Lost
backfield.
12 yards, 30 seconds left. Timeout, boys. And now they got a
39,
timeout.
John Kowalski.
Second down and long, or third down and long coming up.
Now you wish you had that other down.
Oh, man. Third down and long.
Southern Illinois. They're first.
The Salukis don't want the game to end and still have 2 timeouts remaining. Kills experienced a lot in his first 11, 16 games, now 17 games as Southern's coach. But I don't know that he's experienced anything like today's game.
I don't know that you and I have experienced anything like this in a while. This would be one of the tougher ball games to lose that Southern's been through.
And there have been a host of tough games to lose. And this one has all the makings of the toughest. The Salukis still have a breath. 30 seconds remaining. The Salukis have been called for 14 penalties in this game. The ball is at the 39-yard line. Sambursky is in shotgun.
And 16, Southern Illinois from the 39-yard line.
Fritzler is ready to snap it. 4-man front for Western. There's the snap. Here he is to throw. Looking left, looking right. Pulls it down, throws it away. Incomplete. Didn't have anybody and he had a rush. He's under siege. Southern's gassed and it's 4th down. Southern is gassed and probably demoralized. And it's 4th down. 15 yards to go. And Western is 1 down from going to 5-0 and from beating Southern for the 19th year in a row.
And 16
and there's been none in this series any more stinging than this one. Southern's made a lot of strides in a lot of areas. 4th down. Here's the snap. He has time this time. Now the pressure breakdowns hit as he throws. Caught by Robinson.
Sambursky pass complete to Brandon Robinson. Penalty flag on the field.
Pass interference could be coming up here on Western. Sambursky was drilled and he threw a strike.
He threw a strike and Robinson turned on the burners right at the last minute, got past his defender and just kind of fingertip caught that ball in some traffic. What a big catch.
Well, would it be justice for Southern to pull this out?
On the defense. Pass was complete. The penalty is declined. First down.
Timeout called by Sambursky. But they're going to get 3 shots at the end zone here now for a touchdown at the buzzer. 52-48. Well, it seemed like it was over, but it isn't.
The tough thing about this drive, too, has been that because of the time element on the clock, your biggest weapon is Abdul-Qadir, but if you hand the football off to him, he better score because you can't stop the clock without a timeout.
The Salukis have one timeout remaining. 21 seconds left. Kill clenches his fist and it turns and exhorts his sideline. They're still in it, boys.
This is a very, if people knew these coaches, Mike, this is a very, very upbeat staff. But they'd be a lot more upbeat if they can pull this one out of the flame.
Does Southern deserve to win this game?
The ball
Or do you only win if you deserve to win?
31-yard
There's been a lot go on here
First
for
and
underdog
10,
Southern.
Southern Illinois.
52-48, 21 seconds left. Southern is at the western 31-yard line. Sambursky is in shotgun. Western's going to rush 4, now 5 on a blitz. Here he is to throw, pressure, gets away, sets up, throwing it for Brandon Robinson, tipped away at the 5-yard line.
Sambursky's pass incomplete.
Tipped away by Shannon Fitzhugh. 15 seconds left, and Sambursky had to roll and run for his life just to get the play off.
Surprised he had as much on that pass as he did. It was pretty well thrown, Mike, but not a lot of zip on it because he was under pressure.
Ball's at the 31. Southern has time for at least 2 more plays.
Second
Ball's
and 10
at the 31-yard line.
From the 11
Southern's offensive line is gassed. Can they just give Sambursky some time? Second and 10 from the 31 of Western, down by 4. There's the snap. Here he is to throw. He has some time. He's throwing it for Abbott. Caught it at the 6.
Sambursky's pass complete. The 16, Courtney Abbott. With enough yardage for another Salukis first down.
First and goal for the Salukis. First and goal for the Salukis. 9 seconds left. Southern didn't need the timeout, but they called it. And the clock management hasn't been real sharp in here, Gene. Brandon Robinson came over to the official and said, we don't want the timeout. And he said, we already have called it. And the ball is at the 6-yard line with 9 seconds left, down by 4.
One thing about it, Mike, they've either made this one of the most exciting wins in school history, or if they don't come away with it here, they've made already a frustrating, terrible loss, even more gut-wrenching by getting so close. This has been amazing that they've been able, under pressure, under time constraints, to drive this field without Abdul-Qadir being a factor.
The ball is at the 6-yard line. By running out of timeouts, they can't really run Abdul-Qadir in here. Allen wide to the right side.
The ball.
Abbott wide to the left side. Western's defense went entirely to the sideline.
It's first and goal.
Back in there. Everybody on their feet, about 7,000 still in here. Robinson, the fullback. The tailback is Abdul-Qadir. From the 6-yard line, can they get 2 plays off here? Sambursky ready to take the snap. Here it is. It's a fade. Near corner of the end zone. Abbott, jump ball. Tipping out of bounds. Incomplete. 5 seconds left. A fade to the near sideline in the corner.
Intended for Courtney
and Abbott, as good a receiver as Southern has, couldn't haul it in. Now it's down to what could be the final play of the game. 5 seconds left. It's second down.
And goal to go.
Southern's out of timeouts.
For Southern Illinois. From the western
52-48. 3 receivers to the right side, the wide side. Sambursky's in shotgun. Takes the snap, low snap. Rolls right. Has time. Looking. Holding. And as he throws, it's caught by Robinson.
Final score, Southern Illinois 54, Western Illinois 52. We have a winner.
He had to wait so long, Mike, until the last second for Robinson to get open, and then he let him right in the
jumpers in the corner of the end zone, barely got his feet in. Southern wins the game, and Sam Bursky, who we said has grown up a little bit anyway since the first game, he's just got a whole year over, I believe. And this homecoming crowd cannot believe